Yay! And welcome to tonight's special edition of Okalian Nights, celebrating the launch of Critical Role's Vox Machina show on Amazon.com.
So cool.
Obviously, they've done so much for the Dungeons & Dragons space. I mean, you can't say enough good things about them. So they have a one-shot already pre-canned around their Wild Mountain adventure we're going to be running tonight called Frozen Sick. So we're going to jump right into it here, where we begin tonight's adventure in the graying wildlands. Pressed against the northeastern coast of the Wynadir is a desert of ice and snow, separated from the Dwendalian Empire by the jagged Dunrock Mountains and the Quana Breach. This landscape of dense, desiccated forest, rolling mountains, and icy tundra, known as the Graying Wildlands. The southern part of the biting north that encompasses this region, as well as the islands of Eiselcross. The Empire has struggled to expand into the region, leaving its denizens to focus on their own survival in the harsh territory, where wandering outlanders and barbarous hunters stalk the unchecked wilderness. Tucked beyond the edge of the Empire's reach, past the shadow dangers of the dense, frozen foliage, lies the dwarven citadel of Uthadurn, which has become home of many elves who survived the destruction of Molismere. We're going to start tonight with our introductions with the Wine Witch herself, joining us again, who will probably yell at me for the way I butchered a lot of those pronunciations. One of our Critical Role experts, Nicole, tell us a little bit about yourself and the character.
Too much credit.
Yeah, I'd say I had to bring in the ringers for this one because I love Critical Role, but who has enough time for that?
I know. There's a lot to catch up on, but it is a favorite of mine. It's like, just put it on the background. I love that they have it as in a podcast. Speaking of podcasts, they have it in the podcast form because it's way easier to digest. But yes, I'm back. I don't know who let me back after last time, but they said I had to have a guardian with me. That was the only way they would allow me back.
We're calling him your familiar.
Yes. It's the only way I was allowed back. But yes, I am one half of Wine with Witches. We are a podcast.
What camera are you looking at?
Is it this one?
No.
I don't know.
You're not the one up there. I don't know it at this point. I'm too afraid.
Welcome to the new studio.
and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask.
I was like, where are you looking?
Look over his head.
We can't edit, so take two.
We're doing it live.
I am one half of Wine with Witches. We are a podcast that talks about witchcraft and wine. We are sponsored by the local downtown keepdowntown.com wine and bistro, and talk weekly about just witchcraft stuff. So whether you're a baby witch or a seasoned witchcrafter, we would love to have you listen to us. We do events locally as well, and we just dropped our first episode of season 2 today. So
speaking of twos, today is
2/2/22.
And
it's a big deal.
I need to know something though. All right, I'm gonna need to know if you can IRL cast guidance.
You're gonna need it tonight.
I'm gonna need some more crystals, but we're gonna make it happen. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We call that good life choices.
What's the name of your character you're gonna be playing tonight?
My character's name is Delphi. She is a warlock, tiefling. She has purple hair, purple horns, very light lavender skin. She's got golden eyes. She's got quite the interesting past, which will kind of come to light later tonight.
What's your armor class and your hit points?
My AC is 12, and I currently have 10 hit points.
Level 1. Level 1. And your loyal familiar, partner for life, Austin. Welcome to the Okalian Nights. We're so excited to have you here for the first time. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, what more do you need to know? And your character, please.
I am Austin. For those who don't know, I've been married to Nicole for many, many years. I am a lifelong permanent DM, so this is fun.
Oh man, three DMs against the table.
Yeah, this is the first time I've been on the other side of the screen.
We look forward to welcoming.
Play more Warhammer than any human being should rightfully play.
Bring us to our friends at Warp Fire Mini.
That's right. Check them
Austin
out.
will be there to destroy both your Sigmar and 40k armies at any time.
You have to be more specific if you ask me what I'm currently playing.
Austin, the name of your character?
Talking to the mic. My character's name is Victor.
Victor? Okay. Tell us about Victor.
Victor is a relatively tall and lean dude. plated mail leather, kind of like not quite heavy, more lean. Long cloak, mostly black and red, black hair, gray temples on the side. Older, not super old, but
human,
male human.
How strange.
Do we drop the class or do we leave it at a distance? Not necessarily.
Is she aware of your presence?
Currently, no.
Ooh, I like it. Armor class and your hit points.
Armor class 12. I'm sorry, armor class 17.
17.
Hit points 12.
Oh, those are weak numbers.
You
have to get those up.
Hit points. We got to work on your numbers, baby.
I couldn't start with a shield with this class, unfortunately.
I could have started. Oh, dude, I could have had a 21.
Across the table, our resident dungeon master, back in the chair yesterday, bunless David Lugo.
Oh, hi guys. How's it going? I am David Lugo. I'm very excited to be on this side of the table playing a character that I have never played before. I have brought out a brand new person, and we will get into who they are a little bit later. But I am really excited. I always love when Greg DMs. It's such a fun opportunity to play on the other side and throw a little bit of curveballs in his direction.
Greg turning into the DM's DM, yes, playfully ignoring all of your rules and details. And dropping the "cause I said so" left and right.
Yeah, we need those shirts, 100%. And I am playing. His name is Christian, and he's young. He's about 15, 16 years old, and has a lot of
one-shot wonders. Executive producer extraordinaire, Mr. Ryan Mace of Zeneration Media, also known as the guy who threw a beholder of 4 level 1s. The wound is still
4
open.
Level 1s? They get smaller and smaller every time.
The wound is still open. It hasn't even been a week and a half.
4 beholders. So, hey guys, I'm playing Chadwick Summerchild.
Chadwick Summerchild?
Supreme genetics and manly man himself, here to help his little buddy out as he is struggling.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem, little man.
Chadwick
Summerchild. Or Chad, for sure.
I don't want to know anything else about Chadwick. I'm sold already. What's your armor class and your hit points?
My armor class is 21 at level 1, and my HP is 17. Because I am a man.
Jesus Christ.
We begin tonight's adventures with Chadwick sleeping soundly. He awakens surrounded by eyeballs. Eyeballs everywhere. Suddenly they turn red, and one looks directly at him.
Chad, yes.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throws. The beholder awakens below you, and the death ray hits you right in the face.
Barely an inconvenience. 17.
17, you awaken, startled, dripping in sweat. You remember, like, unsure of your surroundings, but then you remember for a moment you're sure of yourself. Chadwick Summerfeld is not intimidated by any beholder. You remember you're in Pale Bank Village. Snow gently falls from the sky and wind bites your cheeks as you stand in the graveyard of Pale Bank Village, a fishing outpost of Uthadurn that is home to several hundred dwarves and elves. The sun is low in the sky, sinking behind the fresh grave of Urgon Wenth, an old dwarf who caught a curse or disease that turned him into an ice statue. The folk of the village have gathered to pay their final respects to Urgon's frozen remains. Now, this is where we kind of got to get into everybody's backstories a little bit. Is anybody from Pale Bank Village, or have you all found yourself in Islecross for various reasons, and you kind of like stumble into town upon this funeral?
I am from this town.
Okay, awesome.
I was learning to become the village religious man.
Okay.
When the entire congregation vanished, and in the place of the current cleric in charge was a shiny red amulet that I keep around my chest at all times, and it's where I find my divine power.
So Urgon was not really a religious person, being an old dwarf.
Sure.
Likely prayed to Dunedin, and obviously was not of your religion. He was a traveler that came through town. He'd been traveling, adventuring out in Islecross for quite a while. but still, out of respect, you are putting on this funeral tonight. Coming out of waking is Chadwick Summerfield, forgetting that he was going to be there for his little buddy, I'm assuming. Or did you do it on purpose, Chadwick? You were just like...
Chad, yes.
Chad, yeah?
Chad, yeah.
So you...
I feel like in my backstory, I am also from here, and while he may have been better in life, my superior genetics as I grew up, I turned into a more special individual. While
You're both humans?
We are both humans in appearance.
So you're same age as him, 15, 16, or 17, 18, or slightly older, or?
I don't know. How old are we?
I'm 15. Christian. I'm 15, maybe 6. Like maybe just around the corner is my 16th.
I feel like I might be your protector at about 18.
Yeah. About 18.
I've definitely peaked in high school.
Definitely peaked in high school. You are the football varsity quarterback that has a strange little buddy that you look after.
We play D&D on the weekend.
We're basically, 21 Jump Street.
You're 20, yeah, I love it. Absolutely.
I love this
I need, so you're having this, and you see in the distance, walking up the street, to this, kind of funeral, like very somber area. Many of the villagers are out there. In walks a tiefling warlock. You're not surprised at her appearance. This is a land of adventurers after all. Palebrink Village is kind of like a land where it's like a jumping off point across the sea to Eiselcross, where there's so many runes and adventurers. So you're not surprised at her appearance. I need you to roll me a perception check, though. Christian.
So we are looking at a 4 on the die with a 4 in perception, so an 8 total.
I have a 14.
14. You certainly stopped for a minute. Christian, this doesn't strike you as anything different, this warlock woman coming up to you.
Hey, there's your next target.
Hang on, I have to find the right passage.
Chad, Delphi, you come walking up to this thing, like you notice this kind of like strange duo holding the summer event. Many of the villagers like almost give me an insight check actually as soon as you walk up.
Roll of the night. Oh. all right. Better not 7.
7. The only thing that really strikes your eye is the strange large red amulet around Christian's neck, and this funeral procession here. You've been sent. You have a contact you need to speak to. Behind you, you hear a voice, like as you're kind of like standing in the peripheral of it. Thank you for attending Ergon service, you hear. You turn to meet the gaze of Elro Altator, a weathered elf retired ranger and the leader of the village. I'm sorry to speak of dark tidings under such circumstances, but I believe that Palebrink Village might be in danger. You look like the kind that could help us. I know why you've been sent. There are rumors of what you're looking for. You with the golden eyes.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. But I am the generous type, so maybe we can collaborate and both see what we're finding.
Roll me a charisma check.
Nine.
9?
9. Yeah. 9.
He looks at you and says, I know he sent you, and you're here for a reason. And slowly, ever so slightly, makes the sign of the traveler. He says, those two over there, good luck. And like you see this conversation happening, and Elro kind of motions the two of you over here.
I think Elroy wants to.
Like at this point, you've finished your speech and everything. You've said your prayers. Most of the villagers were kind of ignoring you anyway, and they go about your business.
Is she over there?
Yeah. So he's talking to Elro, and like he's pulling you like in that direction.
So
as you two start to make your way over, he points at you and says, "Just not
off somewhere else."
Yeah, just
Not over.
That one, Chris. We've talked about this. That one over there. Just go stand over there.
Chad K.
Okay.
Start going that way.
He's going. I'm just gathering up a bunch of.
So
books
you
as
go and
I'm-
you stand over. So like you kind of like make your way off. Just kind of like staring around, or are you going to be like?
I'm clearly looking for new game for my buddy. We're gonna take care of him at some point.
So you're like going around and everything, you like kind of like start to pout and lean against a tree. You look over next to you, and there's like a gruff old warrior-looking gentleman. Yet again, you're not really quite, surprised at the presence of such a person.
Mm-hmm.
But roll me a perception check.
15.
He's staring intently at the warlock and like this group here, as if he has like some kind of business with them.
I look at him and go, "Hey, my friend, do you think my buddy here, Chris, he could do it?"
Not if he's wise.
Hey, that's an endorsement if I've ever heard one, Chris. Go on.
Okay, and I just kind of pile my books together and head over towards Elroy and our tiefling friend.
Okay, so you two are just kind of like standing back, like across that way, like you're both now very focused on like this conversation happening here.
I'm like Hiccup in How to Train Your Dragon 3 in the bushes, just like.
Love it.
So he explains to you, Christian, you remember what happened to Ergon?
I do. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the why of it all, but yeah.
You wish to be a holy man around here.
I feel like there's not much choice now that all of the elders are gone.
You wish to lead.
I do. I wish to help.
Do you have faith?
I have so much faith as I grab onto my amulet.
And like you can kind of see his eyes flare a little bit as he looks at that at the amulet. Roll me an insight check.
Sure. That is.
You need to stop using that die.
We have to throw all these dice.
I
away.
know, right? Yeah, curse.
I'm holding my good one. Like, please
Yeah.
don't fail me.
So that is a 9 total.
9.
You just like the only thing that you kind of notice is like ever since you've put this amulet on, you're getting strange.
Oh,
Like strange looks. You can't like just people tend to glance at it. Is about all that you notice.
I love the 2 roles I've had recently. Like they make so much sense for the characters. I'm certain.
He's just like kind of like.
Yeah, even me, I'm like, maybe?
So I kind of feel like you're just like this wide-eyed, like hopeful child that has been thrust into this position at this point. But now all of a sudden, and you're used to seeing the adventuring type.
Sure.
So like here you see this tiefling warlock adorned and like these. She looks like one of the more interesting and seasoned adventurers that's come along. And here you have this. You've been sent here for some reason.
And it's a boy.
Yeah, and it's a child.
It's an actual child.
And it's an actual child. And you've been sent here for some reason. You know why you're here. You know you have to probably are on a greater quest than this. Mm-hmm. But for some reason now this is happening to you. He explains Ergon Wenth had returned home after exploring Eiselcross for a year. You're probably aware of this at this point, Christian. And like you see these 2 guys like staring you down in the background. Another insight check as like this conversation happens.
Let me change dice.
Or actually
so-
perception I want this time.
Okay.
If possible, I want to be as least obvious as I can.
17.
You notice this guy staring at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As well as the bumbling. The only reason you notice him is because of this bumbling buffoon.
Bumbling, that is not Chad.
All right, what's the
Never
word I'm
bumbled
looking for that's not bumbling, but headstrong? How about headstrong?
Confident.
This confident, rapping young gentleman next to him. But you kind of notice that, like, he's looking at you, and you figure it's just, you're used to getting stares. But not in this land where there's several adventurers. There's lots of elves, dwarves. This is an adventurer's town. Mm-hmm. But, like, this guy is, like, looking at you, and you don't get the impression they're together, but there's something happening here. So as he goes on, it get explained to you that Ergon was out for a year. he'd been back only for a few days, and this is everything that you've witnessed up to this point,
Gotcha.
Christian. He came down with a strange affliction, which made the dwarf move slowly and caused blue veins to appear all over his body. You were part of this, part of the priests of Moradin and Coraline. They used every spell they could muster in an attempt to heal Ergon, but nothing they stopped could stop this bizarre malady.
I just feel like if the elders were here, they would have been able to help Ergon, and I didn't know the right words to say.
So these elders that disappeared, were they only of your congregation, or were they of the all of them? Or I kind of feel like it was probably just your congregation,
Sure.
but there's also like Moradin, there's Elven and Dwarf congregations as well,
Totes.
but these are the ones.
Totes.
And there's probably, you don't want to think that what happened to your congregation is related to what happened with Ergenwith, but there are concerns.
Understood.
Which it was almost like, it was almost, you feel like it was almost a little bit of an insult that you were praying over this, like handling this funeral. Like, Victor, roll me an insight check.
Okay. Ooh. 19.
19.
Did you?
You
Yeah, he
observed
oofed
this
that.
funeral
Yeah,
happen.
right?
Like you were there where Christian was
What?
before, but you saw this whole thing happen. Almost like you were a step ahead of the entire process.
Have I seen this kind of affliction before in my work?
Not this exact affliction, but something. Stranger things have happened, but not
Right.
this exact one. Especially like knowing where we're going into Isolcross and the artifacts that lie
Right.
across the waste. This could be anything. But you saw this whole thing happen where there was like, you were at the funeral, you knew this warlock tiefling was going to come up, and you saw the villagers come to pay their respects to Ergenwith, and you saw this child like priest come out and start to pray and everything, and it occurred to you that none of the dwarven priests were there. So to see this child come out and do it like really struck you as off. And you also noticed that many of the villagers, as soon as he began to pray, like almost looked at like insulted by him being there and kind of made their way off. And that bright red amulet around his necklace is definitely catching a glint in your eye.
I'd love to say I noticed those stares of like shitty feeling. Like
From your previous insight checks, you did not. From your previous insight and
That's gonna
perception
be a
checks,
no.
you did
Right.
not. You are pretty much oblivious to this, and like
man is
so
literally
faithful.
vibing.
Yeah, you're so faithful in your belief right now.
Sure.
And then like all of a sudden, like you feel like you've been led again. This warlock has like shown up to you, and now Elro is pretty much giving the both of you the rundown about
Sure.
what's going to have to happen here. You feel like this is a point in your faith where it's a jumping off point.
Sure. I knew starting off with "We are gathered here today" was the right move.
So you know that they like tried every spell, and as Moradin and the other priests were praying over him, your priests as well, you thought were involved, but then you just awoke one day and everyone was gone.
We were in service. I was kind of following the main cleric priest down the middle of the aisle, and then all of a sudden, all of the shutters to the church closed, and everyone was gone, and I was the only one.
Christian, did you believe this story when you heard it?
Um,
Or I'm sorry, Chadwick Summer?
No, I'm not very much into storytelling. I'm more of a actions kind of man, right, buddy?
So
You just gotta get on out there.
until yesterday, but now like he kind of brings the both of you close, and he says, Christian, until yesterday, Elro and the rest of the community believed that Ergen's sad faith was an isolated incident, likely caused by his adventuring ways and everything. However, it's spread. Told you Lutan, a dwarf trapper showing signs of the same illness. She pushed him away and said, let her die in peace. You know us kind here. We stick together. We can't let her die alone. Worse yet, what if this is spreading?
And Tolji is still here in town?
Are you up to this, Christian?
Yes, I have to.
Am I close enough to hear all this?
You've kind of made your way,
Okay.
subtly into this. And here's all this. And Elro kind of looks up at you with the same look of familiarity in your face. And you kind of walk up to him. And Christian, you notice hanging around, like Austin, how would you describe your... do you have any jewelry or garb or your gear or anything like that?
It's nice. Everything I'm wearing is practical but nice. There's money involved in this, but it's not gaudy by any means. It's nice leather, nice, not necessarily silk, but high-end cloth.
He's got a tailor he uses
Yes,
regularly.
it's not cheap. I look a little out of place.
He's standing behind you, and Elro almost looks at him as if he's expecting, and he kind of Victor, you go up and you kind of scratch your neck as usual. And Elro looks at you, and it's the same cut of gem that hangs around your neck, Christian.
Sir,
Christian,
yes, Elroy?
follow the path. Apparently these two have been brought to you for a reason. And so Delphi, you see this, and you find yourself in this situation where all of a sudden this has happened. You notice the jewel around his neck. You notice this around this guy. You are still over there in the corner, child. But you're kind of coming up, you've kind of made your way up behind Victor at this point, and I feel like
not one to not take the spotlight.
But so you kind of so now these three are looked in front of you, and Elro, who really you haven't had any interaction with, but just made the sign of the traveler to you. You're just what's your reaction to this motley band of fools?
Well, I mean, first...
I'm sorry, guys, not fools, dapper-looking gentlemen.
Yeah, they're really particular about that, apparently.
I feel like Chad is wearing a vest that does not cover his lower abs.
Even in the cold?
Even in the cold.
Tell me you're wearing shorts. Are you, dude, wearing shorts in the cold?
Let's see.
Victor has the most disappointed
Chad
dad
definitely
face.
wears shorts in the winter.
He's the guy who's he's it's not even that cold.
Yeah.
It's not,
Come on, bro.
that cold.
Come on, bro. It's not even cold. It's just -30. Come on. Toughen up a little bit.
Christian's definitely the most intriguing to me in the moment. I'm still fixated on the fact that so how
actually
how
roll
tall
me
is Christian?
perception.
Christian's 5'2".
Okay.
Oh man.
I'm literally I'm
Oh.
looking down at a boy. I'm this
Excuse me, ma'am. I would like to introduce you to someone very important. Have you met my friend Chris?
Hi,
Go ahead, do it. Just talk.
I will.
It's just a girl.
Okay. Okay.
You can do it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm looking down. Let's make this more.
Roll me an intimidation check, please.
I don't think my intimidation's.
Can I give him advantage because I'm being
actually it is. It's 14.
roll your charisma check, David.
That is a 10 on the die, and we are looking at a total of 11.
So you are slightly intimidated by her.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't need to roll
The
to
best
know
kind
that.
of yeah.
But not cripplingly
For
so.
sure.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of fear.
Yeah, I like to think that as I was heading over to this direction to see the amulet, I was more focused on that than I was on the tiefling currently. And as he kind of approached and was like, "Hey man, talk to this girl," I can finally see the legs, and I go up and up and up and up and up and up.
How tall is Delphi?
Delphi's 6'1", 6'2", I think. That's what I am picture.
100%.
Yeah,
So you're taller than I am too.
She big girl.
Victor's 6 foot.
And I like
taller than him.
I like to think that as the words would come out, it sounds like.
Chad, no.
Victor just lets out a soft, just lad.
Are you guys? You guys aren't from around here. I don't think I've seen you before.
No.
Did you guys know Erlon or Ergon?
I'm here on other business, but I am interested in what happened here. I've seen similar things in my lines of work before.
Well, I'll tell you, I did everything that I could. I read all of the passages. I just don't know what was wrong.
You did good. I'm sure whoever he was, he would have appreciated your words.
Well, thank you. I noticed you have a medallion of sorts. It's very similar to mine. I guess mine now, anyways.
Who had it before?
It was my... I don't know. I know who had it, but I just don't know what happened to him. David was his name.
How long had he had that?
I mean, since I was born, since I had come to this church. He has been the elder in charge of our congregation for 444 years.
He was a real Chad back in the day.
Do I know where I got mine and where it comes from?
Maybe.
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, like what kind of impression do you want to give him about this ring? Are you just like, this is just a bauble you just got? What kind of impression do you want to give the kid?
I would like to I'd like to try and make it to where it's just a thing I have.
Roll me a, what's that one thing?
Deception?
Deception,
Yeah.
that's the word I'm looking for.
Oh, please God.
And we're going to roll it against your...
Oh, shit, that one.
You definitely, we're not even going to roll you.
Yeah.
Sure.
You smell the bullshit in the air.
I feel like I'd keep that to the chest, and I would just watch.
Like it's like one of those. It's like one of those movie scenes where he's just like, "Oh, it's just
something I have.
like it's just like the straight camera thing where it's just
Victor's
like real
immediately
dumb
like,
and obvious
he's
about
like,
it."
God damn it, you're a
So
professional.
now at this point, Delphi, you are seeing this exchange happening
Yeah.
between the two of them.
I would say with my passive perception, I'd have enough.
Yeah,
like,
you know
it's
there's
not
something going on
that-
between you two. So now you're kind of making the connection between these two.
Yeah. And at this point, because there's been a lot of like religious talk already, I kind of turned to Elro's still nearby,
Yeah.
like he's talking this. Look, if this is something to do with some religious bullshit, like I'm not about that. So like that's not what I'm looking to get involved in. If that's what you're looking for.
Ma'am, I think you'll find that everything around here is religious bullshit.
I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry, Chris. I just had to
Enough.
say the Chad truth.
100 gold pieces ahead. Let's get down to business. Find out what happened. I imagine that'll be enough to move you all on your way into whatever fate beholds you. And he kind of like, you notice as he says,
Foreshadow.
whatever fate beholds you, like, he's obviously said these words before. And likely you're just another group of adventurers coming through his town that he's been charged of. You know, he's been doing this for like 60, 70 years, and the adventurers have come through. And for him, he's pretty much like NPC. And like
is he a
he's
David?
just, huh?
Is he a David?
He's a David.
Ooh, get fucked.
Oh, sorry, Sully's bad.
As hearing the.
But
the-
so like you're seeing this for the first time.
Sure.
Like we're finally like, do you feel like this is your moment, or are you just like, are you in fear now that this moment, like you've seen Elrose send these people on their ways before?
Yeah.
And this is your moment. Are you intimidated by this, or
I feel like if it were not for the congregation trusting me to put on this ceremony for Ergon, it would have been harder to accept. If not seeing the similar medallion on this new adventurer, it would have been harder to accept. But I think having Chad, seeing that relationship of our medallion and ring, and the congregation being so happy about me, or me thinking that they were so happy about me running this this ceremony, that I believe that this is where I'm supposed to be. And the church needs an additional 200 to build a new statue. So this gives me 100 gold coins closer to helping out the church. So I'm all about it.
okay? You know where Ergon's cabin is.
Yep.
Likely a good place to start.
Sure.
And if you
I don't know if this is okay with you guys or not, but I think it might be a good idea for us to either investigate Ergon's, you know, where he lived, and go see Tolji and find out if we can discover anything additional about them.
Definitely the cabin. That's
Chad,
how I would start.
is that a good idea?
Whatever you think, Chris. I'm here for you all the way.
My name's Christian.
But that's not a real Chad name.
Okay.
You got to show some of that Chad energy.
I'm really excited. We're almost an hour into this, and there's not been one single noogie yet.
He was all the way to the other side of the room. Yeah, that's fine. Elroy, do you have any advice for us, or?
We don't need any advice, Christian. We just need to go do the thing. That way we can get you money for college.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go to Ergon's shack. I know where it's located.
One piece of advice I give to everyone: try not to die. And he walks away.
What do you mean try? Chad would never die.
And
You
like
ever
the
lost
wind
a
kind
fight,
of blows
son?
around him.
Not
It picks
once
up,
in my
the
life.
snow is everywhere. The biting cold picks up. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, Chadwick.
The price of not
Shorts
wearing
McGee
pants.
over here.
That would be an 18.
You're good. You're just like everyone's gotta see you like shiver
He's
for a
right.
minute.
I do the breathing technique. Warmth. Chad style.
Oh.
This is gonna be the entire night. I'm not
This
gonna
is
lie.
gonna be a long evening.
You make your way towards Ergon's cabin. He lived in a simple one-story, one-room log cabin at the edge of town. It's relatively simple making your way through. Yet again, the both of you, see it's a encampment full of elves and dwarves mainly, but there's several adventurers around. You almost feel like at home here. So like you don't necessarily stand out. And before you is a, you know that the guards are known as glass blades. Standing out front of the cabin is a younger looking glass blade. You know her as Mila Tino.
Is she human by chance?
She's a wood elf actually. Okay. And she's kind of like standing guard out front of it and sees you all approach. State business.
I defer to you, like immediately with this.
We are here to investigate Ergon's stuff.
Yeah, you know, he died.
I'm sorry, that came out really wrong.
No, it's okay. Stand your ground.
We're here to find the stuff.
Exactly. Chad, yes.
Before they have gone up, have been hanging in the back of this group the whole time because I've just, after hearing the initial conversations that were transpiring, have been like very wary of just this whole group gang. I'm for the money and the gold, but like just not really sure about this group yet. So I've hung in the back. As far as like that interaction goes, I'm not sure I'm even like technically related in this equation yet. Sure. So I've already seen this happen.
So like you two,
I've seen this happen, and I start going right. I'm cutting the other way, and I'm.
Were you like strategically like with them, but not with
those
them?
two are up front. We're kind of in the back doing.
I'm gonna hang back to see how this interaction goes and see what happens.
What's our high school dynamic here? I feel like we got the nerdy kid, we got the jock, we got the emo girl in the back.
Disappointed dad.
Ah, there it is.
Oh no, this is definitely some Breakfast Club vibes going on here. Yeah, but these are definitely like the older kids. It's like, I don't know, is it like all right.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like you two are definitely like the 8th graders, and you are like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, we're like juniors and seniors, just like these kids.
Ironically, close to the same age that Matthew McConaughey was in that movie. Which
that's freaking. So like we kind of got that day. So you two are just.
So I've, and if he's joining me, then that's fine. But like I've hung back at this point.
Yeah, like I'm actively almost stealthing. I'm away from.
Yeah,
this.
I'm not involved in this.
Sure.
Roll me a deception check, the two of you.
Okay.
Can I?
Natural 20.
Dope as fuck. Can I notice? I know that we are in a
Sorry,
group,
15.
and I noticed they were. I would hope to notice they were a little further behind. Can I notice her peer off, as that may incentivize my character to continue the line?
Who
of
are you
thinking?
wondering if we'll appear off the
If
guard?
I've seen
or...
these guys peering off.
Like I've gone. a little bit separate ways.
I'm going to give you a perception check with disadvantage, though, because you're kind of like walking up to this authority figure.
And there was no like strategy about that. I wasn't explaining
it just happened behind you.
Nope, totally. I'm hoping that... anyway, it doesn't matter. Let me see what this roll
Chad distract.
Chad, you're just with your buddy here.
I am. I'm just having a good time.
He's going to talk to another girl.
Chad, yes.
All right, so perception is a 14. Not enough.
No.
Okay, cool.
You're just kind of like, me and my friends here.
Yeah.
They're not there.
Yeah.
It's just you. It's just you.
See the anime
it's just you and
outlines
Chad.
Where'd they go?
We are on official Elroy business to figure out what is going on with Ergon.
Yeah, he's dead, but
Can
there's
we-
something strange about that.
Can we pass?
I knew Elro would be sending someone. Didn't think it would be you, Christian. Stepping up, huh, little buddy?
Oh, yeah.
And she goes to pinch your cheek a little bit.
My man's becoming a man.
I remember when you were this big and I just used to babysit you. How
That-
far you've come now.
that reminds-
Seminary's going good for you?
They're going. I mean, as well. Now I don't have a teacher anymore. I'm kind of the head honcho.
Have you had any accidents lately, Christian? And she kind of like whispers that to you.
Do you think that Ergon's my fault?
No. Chad, no.
Chad, no.
But that reminds me, we haven't received any donations from you recently. As I reach and pull out a little cup.
We're working towards his college fund.
Charisma check.
Yes, sir.
Can he have it at advantage? Because I'm here to help him.
Yes, you certainly may.
For guild.
Chad, yes.
A 17 on the die with a +1, so an 18 total.
She's like, oh, certainly. Roll me a 1d4.
1 die 4. That is a 4.
4 silver pieces she drops in there.
Wonderful. Clink, 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 clink.
It's not easy being a glass bait. I'm sorry I haven't been sending my tithe.
No, it's okay. This will go so far with the church, and I thank you. And I hold my medallion, and I give her guidance, just as a friendly thing.
She steps out of your way. Blessings unto you, Christian. You're on your way now. I always knew you might do it.
And I kind
Remember what we talked about with that one.
I'm forever watchful.
Blessings to you.
Hey!
Down the road.
Yo!
My pantalones match your hair.
I know.
Wunderbar.
Sweet.
Chad, yes.
How's it going?
You
Well.
come.
I come.
You are in a village in the north, in a frozen wasteland, in an adventuring way, and you're out front of a cabin, and you recognize, or standing there is a tiefling and a grizzled-looking veteran. Not to throw you right into the fray here.
Settle in.
There's a
Settle in.
small Christian child. Or a small child.
Named Christian.
No.
You just see he looks like a small. It looks
did
like
not
a small
stutter.
holy
I don't know
child.
what your religion is, only that you are small.
And Christian.
He is
There's a
small.
small.
And I
There's
am
a small
tall.
child.
You're tall.
There's a small teenage-looking child, probably around the age of 15, and a older-looking, like burlier one, for some reason wearing shorts and a vest.
Chad, yes.
And as you're walking by, this one looks at you and goes, "Chad, yes."
Nice.
Hey,
Like
Christian, another challenger approaches.
Like, you don't even notice, like, this, you're having this conversation with the glass blade, and as she's
Wink.
whispering this in your ear, she's like, remember what we said about that one? And you're like, keep an eye out. And like, as soon as she says that, you just hear, Chad, yeah! And you look up, and he's talking to, what does your character look like?
Oh.
We don't like to know, because I don't even know.
All right. So my name is Randolph. I'm a rude boy.
Here's where things get real weird, because the first thing you notice is antlers.
Do you have that?
And not only that, but you notice that Chad is hollering at something with 4 legs and hooves.
Yet again.
Classic.
So I did think you were a woman when I said Chad. Yes.
Nope. So we've just gotten real weird now.
Real weird now.
Chad, no.
Because like I kind of feel like you saw this like
Chad,
walking
maybe?
towards you.
No, Chad thinking about it.
Which honestly, it makes it all the better. Because like you just say Chad, yeah, and you like notice this like reindeer. You just hear Chad, yeah, and like all of a sudden,
Chad, what's your sexuality?
reindeer has like a face full of snow. You're like, why did that reindeer just
Chad's
was like
sexuality
face
is
down in
central.
snow,
Alright.
and it lifts it up, and there's these big
Wonderful.
rack of antlers,
Hey, look, we include all, okay? Don't forget to love each
Yeah.
other.
and there stands Randolph, the rude boy.
One glowing nose.
One.
Only one?
Glowing nose.
I'm glad you have one glowing nose, not
Glowing
two.
in the night with my nose getting right. That's Randolph the rude boy. What's
Love
it
it.
on?
Chad, yes.
So you two look over, and you just hear Chad, yes, as
With
like
a
you
new
didn't even
person,
notice this.
This kid's about to like is suffering in shame,
Mhm.
talking to this guard. I'm just like, I'm not a boy, I'm a real man. and
And like you're noticing the guards, like you know that paternal look where this guard
Yeah,
goes,
yeah,
and she
yeah.
like almost sympathy gives him a couple coins, and you just hear him go Chad, yeah, and you look over and you kind of like see the butt of a centaur, and then like all of a sudden the centaur's head rises up, and for some reason was just like snorting the snow.
Make
Something
sure it wasn't yellow.
Partaking in the snow drift.
You just feel like that reindeer really, or that centaur, who has a reindeer appearance, really liked it. And
That
like
reindeer?
as she lifts her head up from her antlers, a murder of crows land on her antlers.
murder.
A murder of crows.
We got a murder of crows.
That's what they're called.
It is what they're
Murder
called.
of crows.
I appreciate it.
So Randolph, you see this.
Would you call a family whose last name Crows the murder crows?
Yes,
I
you
would. I would love
Everything else is a wasted
I-
opportunity.
I have a friend and his whole
We're changing
family's
our
last
last
name
name,
is
that's
Crow.
Really?
We call him Crow. His whole family's Crow. Crow, I know you're out there. Your family's a murder crow.
Randolph.
Family's murdered.
So you just like kind of come to, and you see this kid hollering at you.
It's not Chad. It's Randolph, the rude boy. Who's Chad?
I'm Chad. And I look like a Chad.
Like a chode? You're right.
Nah. I am peak physical performance.
Oh.
And this is my friend Chris.
He's also wearing shorts.
I am wearing shorts in the snow with a skinny vest that does not cover my abs.
Talking to him, you like shake your antlers off, and like snow lands all over you. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. As like she shakes off, like her pelt, and like all the
Couple of
snow
my
lands on
crows.
you.
24.
24, and you're just like the snow lands on you, and you're just like for some reason it looked like your pecs just like flex.
It just melts off me as the heat of my body.
Give me a charisma.
Actually, just the heat of your body just melting snow.
19.
19. Randolph, give me a charisma roll as well. No, Randolph.
I'm gonna give you a charisma.
Yeah, give me a charisma roll as well.
Wait, but before we go there, what?
One.
Just keep it where you're at.
I'm gonna keep it where I'm at. Okay, great, because I still have -1 charisma. That's great. Fabs. 9.
9? You gotta admit, this kid is pretty stacked.
My chin is defined.
Crimson chin.
We'll get there.
Chisel chin.
Very chiseled.
Chisel chin.
You, all you
chin,
know,
10 pack.
Hey, chisel chin, Chad.
you had to make a delivery
I did.
to this address, and it's delivered, or it's just it's addressed to Ergon.
Ergon. Really?
Yep.
Are you here to see Ergon?
Honestly, I don't necessarily need anyone to sign for the package. I'm dropping the goods.
Well, unfortunately, Ergon passed away.
Oh.
Yeah.
So could you are you how's your forgery? Nothing.
Well, I believe since I gave him his last rites, I I can accept it, and I'll do the best thing that I can with whatever it is, whether it's donate it to the church or bury it with him, whatever that might look like.
Yeah. You might want to share it with your friend.
Oh, okay.
You guys are friends, right?
Chad, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Careful. Yeah.
There is an alternate address on yours.
There is an alternate address.
It says, in case of delivery, deliver to, and you can't quite make
In
it out.
case of delivery,
or
deliver
in case
somewhere else.
of not home.
Complete delivery.
There's like a delivery instruction on there. It
Okay.
says, if not home, deliver to,
Oh, but there's
and it's
another-
kind of like in a strange like language you can't make out, almost like something's been like scratched out on it. But you reckon there's probably a delivery receipt somewhere.
So as far as myself being kind of tucked away and still watching all of this, I know
Uh-huh.
that there's a package involved that's trying to be delivered, and I'm also seeing that this guard is not necessarily.
Oh, the
eagerly
guard is
letting-
is moved out of the way now.
The guard
Okay.
has moved out of the way. Okay,
Mhm.
so I have come back into the fold then, and I'm seeing this package situation, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry, but I am Aragon's long lost lover. We were mostly afar from each other, but I've been traveling for so many years, and I can take that on his behalf as the closest thing to next of kin for him, and I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
Can you believe this shit over here?
Ooh, give me the deets on
I don't
Charm
know who this
Person.
guy is,
Of course I believe it.
but he's trying to take your girl.
That is a Wisdom saving throw
I don't think so.
on
Yeah.
your end.
Do you know that she
For
was
me?
cheating on
Yeah.
you
For you.
already, bro?
I don't think I have very much of the smarts.
I
Oh wait, I have
don't
a
think
couple
that's how it
smarts.
works.
I have a couple. I have
Does
a-
roll better than a
Shit.
13?
Yeah.
Christian.
8. Nope, you didn't not
Take
pass.
it
You
from
were
your
sharp.
bro.
You she
Have I
says
ever
this
steered
to
you
you,
wrong?
and you are now enamored.
Good idea. Enamored.
And I'm gonna like really pull his like I've got tears streaming down my face because I'm still just so heartbroken over the loss of my lover.
I'm telling you.
Just any
Don't-
of his belongings, you know, were
He's
here
gone.
to be
So
with.
you two hear all this.
I'm enamored.
It's been so much.
But I'm enamored.
My eyes are rolling out of the back of my head.
I feel as though I can help ease your pain. You come over here and check out this snow. Have you seen the snow? Have you seen
It's a lovely day.
yeah.
It's a lovely day.
Yeah.
What's in the fucking package?
I'm trying to convince Chris over here that it's not too late and that she was cheating on him with the other guy who's dead now. So now he definitely has a shot.
I feel like if I had the opportunity to go into the
Yeah.
House of Ergon, I would have tried to do that.
I'm pretty much already at the door.
You
ready to
two
go.
are
Yeah.
walking
Yeah.
into.
Whoa,
like,
whoa,
there's-
Chris, where you going?
I've
bro?
I've got
Like,
shit to
package.
do.
Okay, so you
Chris.
two are having the package situation outside of the door.
Yes.
It's not too late, Chris. Come back.
You have both gained the guard's attention.
Party foul.
Right.
You guys, walk in. It's a cramped, dark cabin. Might have been a cozy place when its owner was alive. Now an unmade bed stands near a cold fireplace, its mantle hung with the head of some snarling white beast with gray horns. On the other side of the room, a small table strewn with dirty dishes and set with a dwarf-sized chair stands before two empty shelves whose contents are scattered across the floor. Kitchen utensils, dried food stuff, adventuring gear, and food books. So the place looks like it's been tossed.
Okay. I immediately start investigating.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check.
And I
Finally, good
may I
rolls.
have become so enamored with you that I'm
Nat 20 plus 8.
Wow.
At level
Plus-
1,
yeah.
those aren't real stats.
Those aren't real stats. You two are out having an argument about a package and the glass plate. So, like, you two look out the window, and, like, I'm assuming you're kind of, like, following your buddy in at this point, being like, hey, man.
I'm like party foul. Why? She's
yeah,
right
so,
there
like,
for
you're
you.
going in, like, just messing up this scene. You're trying to, like, look, like, he's in there, like, down on the ground, doing, like, the
Yeah.
intense stare and everything, like, slowly,
He's got this
quietly
like
looking over
large
things.
coat that he kind of opens up, and there's just like tools.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like vials and knives and scalpels.
So
and
you're
he's
doing
just
the
going
whole thing, and then
around
Christian
looking
comes in and
around
is
for
like, "What are you
everything.
seeing?" And then Chad's just like, "Dude!" and like kind of pushes you over, and like you're doing this thing. You two look out the window, and you just see the centaur and the tiefling something like having this kind of like conversation with the glass blade. You are like
Doing work.
doing work.
Okay.
You kind of like look up at the two of them and say stop as you notice an intruder's footprint that has come in there. That tells you that the 28 yay, high numbers. The 28 tells you that this is a dwarf-sized footprint.
Okay.
Likely, like you put 2 to 2 together in your interpretive thing, likely belonging to the dwarf that was described earlier that had the malady.
Right.
Tolgi was her name.
So Tolgi was inside of Ergon's shack?
That's kind of the impression that you're getting
understood.
there.
Is Tolgi female?
Yes.
Chad, yeah.
Chad, yes.
I don't know. After the Rudolph situation, I don't know if that matters or not. All of a sudden,
No, he's
I
he's
think
a
what would
real
be
Chad.
good. I think what would be real good is if like you only push him towards the girl.
I mean, I'm definitely here for my buddy, but game recognizes game.
So like you're seeing all this, Victor, and like you're making progress
Right.
here. You see these
I feel
two
like I'm
bumbling
just, like,
before.
Yeah, like at this point they are a minor distraction to what I am getting done. Right
Okay.
now.
Lying on
Yeah.
the ground nervously. I'm incredibly enamored. I'm so enamored that I want to share the contents of this package with you, like share it with you, because my plan was to deliver the package and then open the package.
Is it because it's no cane?
I was told it may have some good goods in it,
Oh.
and if I made the delivery on time, there would be maybe, a cut for Randolph. Yeah,
And you telling me this?
So I'm just,
In front of the cop?
There's a cop.
Yeah, there's a guard.
There's a guard.
The guard was questioning you.
Look, the guard doesn't count. I'm enamored. I'm like high on snow.
Look, there's a
Yeah, the
I'm
snow
so-
cane is really strong here.
Snow cane.
Snow cane.
I don't know about that.
There's a all right? Just be cool. Just be cool. Just be cool.
So you don't want to.
Let's
Victor,
just
you find a book. Actually, first, everybody give me a nature check, the three of you in the room.
What check?
Nature.
Nature.
12.
19.
17.
Man, Chad is rolling good tonight.
You two
Chad, yeah.
know
one
the
you need
thing
to
above
chat
the.
and
You two know the thing above
take
the
it
mantle
out.
is a
Keep
yeti,
showing.
Seriously, I think I
Okay.
haven't
and you're
rolled
kind
below
of like
16 yet.
impressed that he would have one mounted over
I'd change
his.
mine out so that I could have like.
These guys have
Awesome.
never rolled well for me. That's why I was so surprised.
You look over at Victor, and you notice Victor pulling some piece of paper. You get a receipt out of a book, and like right as you're about to look at it, all of a sudden you hear the whistle blowing from the glass blade, and she's saying, gonna need you two to just stand here for just a moment, okay?" And like you two go back outside, and the glass blade is talking kind of sternly to Rudolph and
Randolph.
and Delphi.
Oh, right. I'm sure it happens all the time, right?
Just, man.
So Christian and Chad, same thing. Like you don't know what happened when you went in there. You just know that the guard is kind of having. It looks a little heated with Randolph and Delphi at the moment.
I feel like I'm very concerned with Ergon and the mission at hand, as I need this 100 gold to bring back to the church.
Gotcha.
So there's something wrong naturally?
No, you know the Yeti. It's impressive.
The Yeti.
Yeah.
We
above
find
the,
a Yeti on the wall.
The Yeti on the wall.
Like a painting?
No, it was a mounted,
mounted
Yeti
head.
head.
Mounted
on
Yeti?
The wall. Yeah, it was. You're like, Chad, yeah.
Chad, yeah.
And then like so,
Ergon
Victor,
had
you
some
found some
serious
kind of
Chad
receipt,
energy.
but like you were distracted at what's happening out here.
Follow him out.
Follow him out.
Find out what's going. Keep that receipt.
Okay.
Tuck it, and then
All right.
go ahead and go back out.
So we're talking to the police. I feel like we've been here before with you, Randolph, and the police.
What? Me?
Nah,
Never seen
Randolph
I mean,
seems
cop-
like
I mean,
a
I've
total
never-
broski.
yo, I'm law-abiding. I'm
Christian?
working for federal
Custody.
How are you?
Yeah.
Why are you with these riffraff?
Yeah. No.
If I can intercede in any way to smooth out because I know the guard, if I can smooth this
she's
out
kind of
at
like
all.
looking at you.
I
like-
was Christian, and I was like,
Yes. And she's in
My love,
uniform.
it's all
You
I
know
have
her
Yeah.
as Christian's old babysitter.
Yeah.
That's all I
Babysitter.
had left.
Chad,
Yeah,
yes.
I need you
Yes.
to roll me a charisma check.
You're goddamn right I will.
Sorry, slowly down.
Natural 20.
Christian,
Nice.
she looks at you.
First dice, retire.
All right, I need you
That's
all.
not even fair anymore.
Victor, you're standing on the porch a little concerned about this. I need you two to roll me an insight check with advantage because you're in this together.
Okay.
As Chad goes up and like she's like talking to Christian and Chad like rolls up on this guard.
Natural 20. I'm not even kidding.
Nice. I got 14. on
23.
that.
Randolph?
14.
Natural 20?
Natural, so 23.
Yeah.
As you can only know the look of disgust that another woman has when the himbo shows up that she probably made a mistake with and never wants to see again,
But-
comes walking up.
My natural 20 though.
Yeah. And like she just sees that and she's just like,
But
Christian.
I can read all the emotions that she's going through in that moment.
Yeah.
She clearly
And
had the
she's
walk
just
of
like,
shame at
Christian?
one point in her life.
Get out of here and take all of your friends with you.
I
we're
believe
leaving.
she's interested in that package.
Go.
Okay.
And take that one with you.
Okay.
Come with me.
Chad, no.
We'll get out of here.
Hold on a
Alright,
second.
I dig it.
She
Dig it.
goes,
Let's roll.
as
I
you
mean,
all go
package dude's
walking
dead
off.
anyway, right? Like, yeah. I mean, sorry, no. Just
Chad, even you, like, I feel like Christian, you're just grabbing him by the arm at this point and pulling him along.
Chris, she's easy game. I've already done it. You're good, bro.
Oh.
And Victor, you are
Yikes.
definitely like 10 feet away at this
Yeah,
point.
he's already charging out.
I need everyone to roll me a perception check.
I'm enjoying Chad so much. Dude, this die is
17.
retarded tonight.
17?
Yeah, mine too.
19?
18.
10.
Yeah, so no.
As, so everyone that got over a 15, as you're walking
No.
away, you notice the guard look wistfully back over her shoulder at Chadwick. And then just like kind of straightens up.
Chad, yes.
I feel like we need a Chad yes counter. And every time he
Victor-
says it, if we did a drinking game with this, if everyone had to take a shot every time we did this, we'd all be absolutely gone.
Don't look at my side of the table.
So you...
Shit, son.
Did you find anything helpful?
Yeah, pull out the receipt.
The receipt is dated 2 months previous.
Okay.
And indicates that Ergon sold several Aeorian items found in Islecross to a local antique shop, Pelk's Curiosity, for 1,000 gold pieces. The items are listed as a dagger, a scroll case, a jade statuette, a quiver of 20 arrows, a silver ring set with a jasper, and 2 blue glass vials. You two, as residents of Palebrook Village, you understand that Pelk's Curiosity was robbed and vandalized 2 months ago.
Same time that thing is dated for.
Correct.
Yo,
What's
this.
again, Greg?
Huh?
What was the name of the shop?
Pelk's
again?
Pelk's
Curiosity.
Curiosities.
Any chance we saw any, like I can recall seeing any of those items inside the room we were just in?
No.
Okay, great.
Yeah. none of
Yo,
those were around.
Christian, do you remember that wild party 2 months back?
Look, I think we need to go find Tolji and see if they went to Pelk's Curiosity also.
Did they inform me
You
of
trying to get
the,
sloppy?
the
The
robbery?
Robbery, yeah.
I would suggest going straight to the source
Yeah.
and looking if we can talk to people there, or even let me look around. kind of have a knack for this kind of thing.
Sure.
Can I like, as
trust.
they're kind of having this discussion, I'm listening, but I'm off to the side and I'm opening up this fucking package. Like, I gotta get in and like see what was in here to begin with.
Look out for that snow
Especially because it
cane.
had a different delivery address too. Like, it kind of feels to me like there's something important going on with it.
Mhm.
Like, and like maybe he did know he could potentially not receive it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna work on opening the package.
And I am eyeballing the crap out of you because I think that there's a prize in the package for me that I was supposed to get a cut of. Just so
Fair
you know.
enough.
Just so you know.
What does snow cane look like?
I don't know what that is. What is that is?
You know what snow cane looks like.
I thought,
You
I thought that
take the package,
Uh-huh.
and it's a like string package with a black or it's a twine package
Mm-hmm.
wrapped. Looks like it's probably been dropped once or twice.
Okay.
No, not me. I handle with care. Always.
Untie the string, and the string opens. There's another string on the back. You untie that one.
Oh my god, it's like
Long
Amazon
string.
all over again.
Box inside a box inside
Yeah.
a box inside
What's
a
in the
box
box?
inside a box.
And then you're like, oh, that's weird. It seems like string on the other side. So you undo that string.
It's like shrink
Then there's a
wrapping
string
a
on the other
banana.
side, and there's a string on there. And like every time you pull a string, you pull the other
like an
side, and
onion,
there's
there's
a
just
string.
layers.
It just doesn't seem to open.
Never-ending box.
Like I'm at it for like 10 minutes straight.
You were like scratching
I
and
am
pulling at it,
content, like I'm going to get inside of this thing.
That's what Chad
and
said.
you just cannot seem to get
Did you-
into this
did you-
box.
Like
and
I don't see like
Randolph, you know from your delivery, gonna need a sign for that, ma'am. Like through the haze of your enamoring with her, through your being enamored with her, you're just like,
Eh.
All right, yes,
I'm
I'll sign.
I'm
I'll
gonna
sign.
need you to sign on the dotted line.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just-
sign not my actual name. I'll use an alias.
mhm.
Fine.
Well, but the backup delivery was for Wanjamon.
as you sign on the box.
Yeah.
Like you sign,
Yeah.
and as soon as you sign,
Who
the
is
ink behind it
Wanjamon?
seems to disappear. And nothing
Wanjamon.
happens.
Oh, Japan.
Hmm.
One time.
And like
Okay.
Randolph, you like look at your little manifest thing, and you look at her trying to sign, and they don't match.
Wanjamon.
I mean.
I
that's
mean,
what it's- I
Wanja definitely appeals to Randolph, but no.
all right. So we got another layer of this mystery.
I yoke back the box. She's still hanging on to one string.
Yeah.
Christian and Chadwick, roll me history checks, please.
I definitely studied in history class. That's a natural one.
This man's never seen a book.
This man has never seen a 9. You've heard rumors of some type of criminal happenings around town. It's always been rumored to be organized, but you really haven't heard that much about it. And that's about all that you know.
I feel like this die has the most Chad energy I've ever seen in my life. It just knows what I should succeed on and what I should fail on.
Fail.
Perfect. So I'm gonna share with the group. So I've been at this package for like 15 minutes. There's definitely some kind of enchantment on it, because unless I have the signature that's appropriate for it, that's not gonna take it. I think
I would like to try to sign it with the appropriate signature.
by all means have at it.
I sign the signature of the man, putting in my Chad energy, as I know he also has Chad energy.
Same thing occurs.
I
The
always
second
knew I was
name
wrong.
as the default delivery is unintelligible. Just scratched, not like decipherable.
Does it have a language?
But then,
Yeah, but I say if it's a language, I got a lot of them.
Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah,
Chad,
that's
yeah.
the kind of roll I want.
That's a 6. My bad. That's not a 6. That's a 1, but not natural.
Is this magic?
Huh?
Is this magic?
Well, you just need insight.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's insight, not history.
No. Well, for
That
him,
is a
Oh, okay.
14.
14.
Mhm.
The signature, you look at the receipt and the backup signature,
Mm-hmm.
and it almost seems to be the same signature.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The signature that was signed on the receipt.
And the alternate address is not intelligible on it.
What if you
anymore?
folded over the
No,
signature
there-
onto the other
Can't
one?
see it, or can you?
So, would
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would I be able to attempt to mimic that signature onto the package?
Mm-mm. You
Nope.
just feel like whoever signed this
Okay.
receipt
So I start to inform
from
everyone
the source.
and kind of hold them up next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You guys seeing this? Looks like we got a path to follow.
But hold up,
Yeah.
hear me out here.
No.
This is the Chad sheet.
Yes, no.
Let me see the paper. One last time.
I'm holding it at a distance. I'm not letting you grab it.
I take the paper and I fold it over so both signatures are on the same thing. Chad, yes.
No. Chad, no.
Chad, no.
So it sounds like we've got another address to go to. Get some answers here.
Do I
on this
recognize the
package.
address by chance?
Pelk's Curiosities.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, perfect.
Oh.
I suggest we had that
So
done.
this is where we should go.
I remember I heard of that place.
Is that the game shop where we play Mortals and Madness?
You know Pelk's Curiosities in an antique shop run by an introverted elf named Verla Pelk. It's kind of like one of those places where, this place being in the relative area of Islecross, a lot of the antiques will run through.
Is he our life master for those games we play on Sunday nights?
Roll me a charisma check.
That is a 3.
Verla Pelk definitely looks down on you with disdain and would never join your
On a
game.
consistent
Oh.
basis.
Hey, look, Mortals and Madness is a great game.
Do I glean that he probably doesn't get along with this person in there?
Insight.
Okay.
What's his name again?
Actually, I'm not even going to make you roll the
Bella.
insight. You just kind of
I get a good
assume
feeling.
nobody wants to do.
I come up and talk to Delphi. Please just do the talking. I don't think he's ready for it.
So how's it going?
Yeah, no, I've got this. Are we making our way downtown?
Yep.
Mhm.
Terrible.
Walking fast, faces
Terrible.
passing.
That's
Yeah.
my machine gun.
All right.
The dark cabin before you has a sign over it. Its door, which reads Pelk's Curiosities, with the image of a curving dragon used to make the letter P. Though the shop appears closed, the front door is slightly ajar.
Is the guy who owns this place like the kind of guy who like just looks really
She.
down?
Yeah,
She?
Verla.
Oh, she.
Slightly ajar.
Oh,
No.
I understand the situation now. So much more clear.
Yeah. Does it look like lights off, kind of nobody in there? Does the door look ajar in the manner of a break-in?
Is this an old elf?
Perception check.
Is this like an old elf?
That's
Like-
a 9. Nothing great.
Like, does she have like a hairstyle of like a 70s mom who's very disapproving of Mortals and Madness? Maybe because of a religious
With
reason?
large glasses as well. Like
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
She's a curiosity
Okay.
shop owner.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah.
is beneath her. You remember in your
Yeah,
interactions
but
with
she
her.
she thinks it's something to do with fiends and
She's used to working in the realm of the devil, and like kind of looks down on you kids, like almost as if she had a knowledge of like what terrible things might await.
okay.
At least one of you, perhaps the small child, and kind of like looked at you as almost like, for some reason, she always referred to you as the albatross, and you never quite knew what that meant.
She
You
definitely
don't even know
did-
what a bird is.
She definitely didn't like that on the weekends I dressed up as a wizard for, some
Though the shop appears closed, the front door is
Mortals
slightly
and Madness.
ajar.
I
I
think
want to go in, but I want to go in with stealth. I want to try to sneak because I don't like how that door is open.
I'm in the same boat. I want to stealth in.
Are you two taking point?
Yeah.
Stealth check. Give you advantage because you're doing it together.
Oh yeah, boy. That's stacked on top of each other.
I'm not even kidding. That's a natural 20.
Legit.
Mine's an unnatural 20. It's a 17 plus 3.
This dice tonight.
For some reason, the two of you
In split different
in, like,
directions
split
and
different directions. You,
hand
like,
on a
work out
rapier,
the
just
entire
kind of-
perimeter and everything. Make your way around. You three like see these two just like they're like gazelles. Like you don't even. You're like, were they together? But you don't know. Like almost as teams, like as only adventurers who.
Chris, you're losing out. You gotta strike.
Like see them go
roll
up
the
and like make
medals.
their way around, and like they're both on either side of the door. You both hear whispering voices coming from inside the cabin.
This is gonna be a compilation of me saying things and Darian reacting.
Normal, common speech, nothing.
Like you kind of like look around the door, and it appears to be 5 cloaked figures inside a dark shop. You don't feel like they're supposed to be there.
Okay.
Yo.
Again, maintaining stealth, just trying to listen. I kind of like as I go in, I kind of give this hand to like chill.
Yeah, like so, like you were like looking over, and like you can see
Yeah.
in the door, as perfectly stealth as you two are. One with the wind and the dark and the cold, as the cold picks up and the wind, like in snow, kind of breezes around. Chadwick gets a chill. Give me a Constitution saving throw because you don't understand how these two just became one with this cold that came through.
That's a 21.
21,
Chad,
you yet
yes.
again just like it
So-
out.
so there's
but like
cloaked
these
figures
two,
inside?
like as this breeze of snow came out, you just saw them disappear into it. But as it clears out for a minute, you kind of see Victor giving you the sign.
Just
You see him looking back, and he's just like,
do I see the cloaked figures inside?
no. You just see him going, and like these two almost looking like they're starting to prepare to like do some nonsense. So the three, you see these two like kind of like girding up to like do this. Something's ahead of them. How are you three going to handle it?
I would like to go inside.
Okay.
As
I'm
my
just
dice
letting
say.
them handle. I'll stay behind Chad, but not in a.
So you two just see Chad like
I kick in the door.
before he gets there. So like you see him like coming like what's about to happen, and you see this. It's a trashed room. Like these 5 bandits are in there whispering, obviously tossing the place.
Right.
And you see Chad like just coming right towards.
Chad, yes.
I'm
And like so you're going behind him like Chad.
Yeah.
If I'm kind of seeing like that he's wanting to approach.
Yeah, like it's like a breezy snow.
Okay.
And like you saw them disappear. You just see like the snow clear for a minute, and there's Chad
I want to do if possible minor illusion
on.
to Chad
Uh-huh.
of like something like really demonic and scary coming straight for him to get him to hopefully run the other direction.
I feel a horse would have been better, or a girl.
A centaur.
But give me a deception check against your insight.
15.
8. Chad, no.
So Chad just pauses for a minute as this big thing is like and like so you
It's
two
like
now
moving
have,
his direct. It's like very much.
yeah.
coming
So
at
it
his
makes
face.
Chad
Yeah.
pause. So you two probably see this. Give me same thing, Christian and Randolph. What was it? 15.
Oh, Lord. 3. It's great.
3. Randolph, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And that is a 21.
21, you notice it's an illusion, but you also notice that Delphi
You know,
and
yeah.
Victor
Oh,
are fixing to.
I
It's
was
curved.
behind Chad trying to stop him from going in as I saw the hand motion of stop. So I see this, I see for what it is, and I'm just like, oh, perfect.
Yo, Chris,
Someone else can help me
what's
with Chad.
what's this thing?
You
in front
are
of
just
us?
like stunned by this thing, and Randolph, you two are both just like, So now you two.
I'm getting
Hey,
as,
boy.
as close as I
Hey,
can to
boy,
hear.
right?
Like I want to hear exactly what they're saying and not make myself known.
Is this some stuff from your books? What's up with this, Chris? Just speak to me.
You make out words.
Okay, nothing like intelligible.
Halil.
Okay, Halil.
Halil.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Something about Halil and Tolgi, sisters. Actually, roll me a perception check. Let me make out how much of this
Okay.
you can make out. You can make out.
14.
14. You make out that they are there looking for a cure for Tolgi
Okay.
and her sister Halil. Something about by Tiamat's blessing. Hopefully we can find this. And that seems to be why these bandits are tossing the place.
And they're clearly bandits, like not.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're there tossing the place. Looking for, and you just kind of like
They're
hear them
looking for my
overcoming.
package.
You know, like having like dumb bandit talk. Like, you find it yet? Tolgi's gonna be pissed if you don't find it. You know, freaking Tolgi's already bad enough, and Holy's like freaking rotting in the cave, and like we gotta find that, or you know, we aren't gonna get Tiamat's blessings.
Okay. I look at you, kind of like give you, are we going? Or
I'm gonna motion.
By this
Ted
point,
out
the
the
three
door.
of them have kind of like
Yeah.
starting to come up behind you.
I
like-
literally just lean back and go, Chad, get him.
I kick in the door.
5 bandits stand there. You all get a.
Wait, before anything happens, do I see the bandits?
Yes. So you just kick in the
So
door.
y'all didn't
surprisingly.
invite us to Mortals and Madness? Chad, no!
Any chance I recognize Halil?
You do not.
Okay, perfect.
Do they see us now too? Because you said us. Do
You
they
all
know we about this?
go ahead, roll initiatives.
Oh, we about this. This is no bueno.
I never played
This
this
is one of my favorite characters I've ever played in my life.
I'm really excited for you.
I rolled a natural
That was
1.
bad. That was real bad.
17.
Real bad on initiative.
Real bad.
Oh man, taking initiative, what the worst.
Shout out Chelsea Steele, who's
15 to
not here
20.
today.
Yeah, where's my Chelsea still?
15 to 20, I got a 17.
So Victor,
Yep.
15 to 20.
Darian got an 18.
18 for
Randolph.
Randolph.
Christian got a 17.
Christian, you got 17. Dexterity,
with my
dexterity.
+1.
Oh,
so
What's
sorry.
your,
Oh,
what's your,
so-
my
True,
dex is
true.
+3.
Plus 3,
My dex is a +1.
plus 1. So Randolph,
Victor.
Victor, Christian, or Christian,
Victor Christian.
Yep.
Randolph Victor Christian.
Randolph.
Victor, Christian.
Randolph.
Right.
My bad.
Not that other person
then
who also has a red nose.
Christian,
Or Chad.
Chad.
Chad,
Chad.
Chad,
Yeah.
Chad rolled a natural 1.
Chad,
rolled a
no.
Natural.
Oh, that's
So Delphi
Absolutely
and
Chad
perfect.
won.
Kicks the door in and his last
Yeah.
act. It's perfect.
kicks the door in,
That's
somehow
great.
tangled in his
Go
own tiny
great.
pants. And
And the bad guys, I'm gonna do
It
them in
just
2
takes
groups.
me a couple minutes to charge up my wand, guys.
Sure.
Hold on.
8 and
I'm almost there.
a 7. All right. So bad guys are actually gonna go
Excellent.
Delphi, bad guys, Chad.
Austin, do you like angry?
always.
Your apple juice
Yeah. Yeah.
You like your
apple
apple juice
juice?
angry.
I like
Alright.
everything angry. I'm redheaded.
I'm an
So,
Aries. I like everything angry.
Not a lot to this scene.
hmm
Chad,
Chad, yes?
Chad, you're going last.
I definitely was.
We got the bad guys in 2 groups, a 2 and a 3. So Randolph, we're gonna do. You guys get a surprise attack round first, and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Pop 'em.
all in a room there.
Surprise.
Chad, yes.
Chad, yeah. Chad, no.
Do we get
Randolph.
Wait, am I in the surprise round?
Yeah.
Huh?
Am I in the surprise round?
You are in the surprise round.
Excellent.
Pop. Yeah, but is it going to work?
Randolph.
Also, David,
Jackal.
they do want the Giga
Why
Chat
do I like
meme
this character? Okay.
image as
Oh,
a
yeah, what I meant
emote.
to say was, yay.
that, and I'm already working on it.
Excellent.
I'm gonna-
Chat, we're working on it.
Where are these guys?
Fantastic.
They're how far away from me are
Chad,
they?
yes.
It's like inside a building, so like 5-10 feet tops.
10
Like they
feet.
all just kind of like
And all
like,
5
like
of
to
them
set
are
the scene
about.
of you, like you all just like Chad just kind of came bursting in, and like you two, like we could even say y'all like busted out some windows if you're on the outside of it, and they're just like pretty much surrounding Chad, and Victor's coming in with Christian behind him.
They're surrounding Chad. I'm gonna cast infestation. Definitely some fleas. Haha, flea, because you know I'm like a dirty boy. I got a couple fleas.
Scratchy,
I'm just gonna
scratchy.
send them right that way. I'm gonna cast infestation at the one closest to Chad.
Okay, that is a
Con save 13.
con save 13. That is a fail. What does he take?
He takes 2 whopping points of poison damage.
Is he poisoned now?
Yeah.
So he's just like.
He's
You just
gonna
see this
be
thing like Randolph
itchy, scratchy, and
just like starts
everything out.
itching in, or he's just like itching and scratching.
You move 5 feet in a random direction,
Yeah.
and he like
and your speed is at least 5 feet.
Is he close to me?
So I can roll.
Like within
oh,
5
I
Yeah,
can
but
roll
it's like,
a
is that
D4.
opportunity
Wait, I'm
attack?
gonna make you. Wait,
you may take
I'm
an
gonna
opportunity.
wait. I have to roll this for the random direction 4. So you're moving west, if it matters.
So we'll say north south. So he's moving slightly that.
He can't
Reach.
until it's
Can't
his
as a
turn.
Oh.
That's a natural 20 to hit.
Wow.
I love this guy so much.
Nice.
He's awesome.
Nice.
So awesome.
I want you to know I'm gonna have a fever dream tonight, and somewhere in it you're gonna yell Chad, yeah.
Chad,
I'm gonna wake up in a
yes.
cold.
Perfect.
Y'all just hear
That is
Chad,
terrific.
yeah. Like he's just like starts scratching at everything. To Victor.
Roll
All right.
for engagement.
Victor pulls out a very ornamental rapier
Okay.
with very odd
Not to be
grooves.
confused with Bill Cosby.
There you go. Got very odd grooves within the actual blade. And
Okay.
oddly enough, the blood that hit his coat falls right off and does not touch him in the slightest.
Ooh.
So he walks up and he's going
Uh-huh.
to swing at the closest one to him.
Okay.
All right. Shit. And he looks like an idiot. Yeah,
Flourishy
little too
and
flourished
misses
with the
it.
swing
Okay.
itself.
Bonus action, movement, anything like that?
Um,
To you
Oh,
or you pull?
totally.
Oh, okay, okay,
Totally,
okay.
man. And I believe it's something that belonged to the previous. And everyone within 5 feet of me needs to make a Constitution saving throw that I choose. So I'll choose all the enemies that are within.
All right, 2 bandits on your left.
I just want you to know that when we're done with this,
Bros forever. Oh my God, Darren, you know the one bros matchup.
I make the con save anyway.
All right,
Chad,
anyway.
yeah.
So
I'm
what am I
gonna need you
looking
to
for?
wear
You're
that
looking
hat.
for a
left.
constant. Oh, sorry.
11 and a 4. The ones.
Awesome. So they will both
closest
take
to,
2 points of damage, of radiant damage.
Okay.
What's your extra Chad bonus action?
So this is you're just like reading this and like light emits from you,
Correct.
or from the gem.
I mean, from the literally, as I'm speaking the words, I think you almost see the words glowing on the manuscript that I'm reading, and it just the energy from there goes into the charm, into the amulet, and the amulet bursts out.
Are you expecting this?
Yeah. I think I've seen him do it before.
Okay.
Maybe surprised that it worked.
Uh-huh.
But I know if I can find the right scripture, I'm usually pretty okay.
Okay.
And I do.
But
believe
were
I
you
have found
expecting it to like manifest through the gem?
that. Yes.
Okay.
I would say I am. I'm hoping that it
But
would.
Insight check.
okay.
As the only one that's in there.
14.
Noted for future consideration. Okay, bonus action movement.
I'm gonna stick next to Chad, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Delphi.
Eldritch
That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Eldritch Blast.
Have you ever seen a warlock before? They kind of go.
Yeah,
What's your name
that's
again?
what
I'm
it's
so
about.
very sorry.
Delphi.
Delphi.
Is it because you're referencing?
Chad Radwell doesn't. Chad Radwell was.
Chad's
from
pretty into Greek mythology.
Scream Queens. You should check it out. It's hilarious.
Yeah. So whoever is nearest to at this point, I'm trying to gauge the
I kind of feel like you're
right
like
now.
kind of like leaning through the door, like.
Yeah,
so you
I
see
feel
like you
I'm
see
like it's like kind of a Milky Way. Like it looks like this guy.
right past Chad's ear,
I'm
not to be upended by Chad
just
exploding
one.
heads.
Done.
You just like pop
Chad,
it,
yeah.
and another one of the bandits' heads just explodes.
Perfect Chadism.
So there's and like the two bodies, like the huskless bodies or the headless bodies, just laying right in front of each other. The pools of blood dripping. Roll me an insight check.
8.
Mm.
I'm more concerned about flexing it in front of all these. Other
Yeah. You don't got time to notice.
Yeah.
Although Christian, I'll give you the same roll. Give me an insight check.
Yeah, sure. It looks like a 16.
16. Was Victor, the blood at your feet, how does it react to you?
Does it touch my clothes?
Yes.
Just goes right off.
You notice that the blood around, like, it's like pooling at your feet. You're like kind of like, I don't know if this is the first time you've seen combat or not. You've been around blood before, but like you see these two headless corpses laying at the blood pools, and it starts to like go over everybody's feet. But for some reason, it's not like dripping over Victor's.
The bits on my skin from where it splashed on the face, it's still there, but the clothes, absolutely not.
Chad, your attack round. There are 2 injured, or 1 fully alive guy, and 1 injured. 2
All right.
injured, 1.
And my vest rips as I become Mega Chad.
Mega
As
Chad.
I rage, my chin gets more defined and chiseled, as I stand taller.
Like veiny and everything?
No, just
You're veiny.
deeper cut.
Oh, God.
No, we're not at Giga Chad levels yet.
Giga Chad.
We're at Mega Chad.
We're only at Mega Chad. This is
We're
only
on-
your first
This
one?
is only Mega Chad.
God's help us.
This isn't
God
even his
help us
final
all.
form.
As I rage.
Go on ahead.
And I get more... What is the word? Obnoxious.
Can't be possible.
God, pray for us all. Go ahead.
As I pick up my hammer, which seems smaller in my grip now, as I have
Is the
grown
hammer
bigger.
smaller or you are bigger?
I am much bigger as I reach 7'2" now in my Mega Chad
And
form.
he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
Oh no.
Teach 7 foot. Go on, Chad.
And I look down at the puny mortal who is definitely a little virgin in front of me. And I,
He couldn't even legally get that out. Like,
Legally.
and I crunch him.
It is going to be
Crunch him.
awesome if you miss.
I'm about to say, if there is a god, there's a one here.
Yeah. Crunch him.
That is a 17 to hit.
You hit. Is this the unhurt one or the hurt one you're attacking?
I think this is the unhurt virgin.
Okay.
And I deal a total of 12 points of damage as my hammer comes down. Click-on!
Another head just splits. Like he's been like
Splitting.
slaughtering cattle. And boo, like they're all just like starting to line up in a perfect thing at this point. Boo, 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 3 headless corpses.
I was ready
all
this
top.
time. I pulled the cape up this time. I did not want to get hit again with blood.
Chad, yeah!
Which will take us to the top of the round to Randolph.
Oh, Randolph. All right. That's me. Shucks. Sorry, I'm like so stunned
there's
at
2
what's
left.
going on here.
Yeah.
And I'm just like. And I noticed there's still some snow blowing in the door. And I just take a nice deep inhale of that with my glowing nose. And yeah, then then I decide that I'm going to I think I'm going to use my I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go primal savagery on one of the two. Are either one of them already sustaining damage?
Yeah,
or they're both
they're
kinda,
both of them already taking.
Well, I'm just
so are you
gonna-
just gonna like hoof in?
I'm just gonna hoof in. I'm gonna go full on primal savagery at one of these guys, and
Chad, yes.
I'm sharpening my hooves into hoof shanks. They're shanks now. They're totally shanks.
So you like
My teeth
So like
become
Chad's in there
fangs.
raging, and all of a sudden
My-
Rudolph
oh,
just
man.
goes like the
Yeah.
camera's on Rudolph, and he just like takes some
it's-
snow up his nose and
Yeah.
comes bursting into the room with all
Yes.
friggin' 2 hooves
Yes.
up in the air.
Yes.
Go on and make your attack.
Yes.
Just,
the
so
snow-
we're
the snow
clear,
in the
as the group
nose.
dynamic keeps shifting,
Snow
Uh-huh.
in
we've
the
got the
nose.
jock, the nerd,
Snow in the
the
nose.
stoner,
Uh-huh.
That's,
Oh
I
God,
could-
it's
the
happening.
goth kid.
Randolph.
Now, what do we consider you?
So
The
I'm
old
opposite
wise
than I am.
teacher.
I think
He's
that's
more
his-
goth kid?
Yes.
I'm-
so-
She might be
I'm
the
like-
popular kid, actually.
Oh.
I think I'm quirky.
Oh, are you the theater kid?
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
the theater
yeah,
kid?
you're the
In
theater
more
kid.
ways than one.
Randolph, your attack.
So I'm
look at me.
just going. I'm
Just look at
hoofing.
me.
I'm doing it. I'm hoofing and I'm doing it. And
D20.
I freaking
That's a 10.
oh shit, shucks. That's for damage. Sorry. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Sorry. 11 plus 5.
Hits.
So
Dang.
yeah,
plus
16. And so here you go. Thank goodness I get to reroll that for 8.
Well, you had a 10 on that
Plus-
before.
Huh?
0's a 10.
I know, but oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
So thank God I didn't re-roll that. Yeah. So that's it. I'm just gonna give you all of your damages. 8 damages.
You don't have
and
any
that's-
bonuses?
No, I don't. That's my corrosive damage with no bonuses. 1d10 plus nothing.
So just 8 points of damage?
Yeah.
So like she clomps down on top of this guy and he's pinned to the ground, just like staring straight up in front of it, like Randolph just kind of like
It's
which is
corrosive
gonna bring
damage,
us
so he gets to melt.
Victor. So there's one guy that's still alive, and then like Randolph just like has this one like pinned down, his body broken
I'm
beneath.
Going
him.
for the one
Oh,
that's
shanks.
not pinned down because
Oh,
I didn't
shanks.
like that I missed last time. Just gonna walk up, swing the rapier, get a what is that? 14.
Hits, yeah.
Okay, thank God. What are we looking at here? 8. This guy? No, that's a 10. Sorry. Where's my 8? Where is my 8? There it is.
Gone.
Okay. 5 damage.
5 points of damage?
Yep.
So that guy is just like kind of holding his guts out a little point. You like slash into him, and he's just kind of holding himself up against the counter. And the one guy's pinned down below him. Christian, the one pinned below, and then this guy who's like kind of barely holding his guts in after that.
I'm so sad Sully wasn't here for this perfection session.
Do you two surrender?
It's enough. It's enough. They don't pay us enough for this. Yes, just let us.
Look, guys, they surrender. They surrender.
Chad, no. Christian.
Listen, the good book says that we must give them their rights.
Christian,
Are we still
if
in
you're
initiative?
ever going to get the one you're
Okay.
looking
They
for,
give up.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're going.
I put away
to
the blade.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy
Uh-huh.
and just like barrel yell voice enough.
Charisma check.
Chad, no.
I have no idea what just happened.
that's a good one.
It is. Where's my charisma? 16.
Can I do a
16. So she
counter
just barrels
intimidation check?
enough. You're raging.
I would like to do a counter intelligence or an intimidation check.
Go ahead.
Balls. I think that's a 14.
So you all just like kind of stop as like she's doing this, and these two thieves, one like holding his guts down. Randolph, you kind of like you were like caught in the moment and everything. And you just kind of like hoof off and like let him off.
I wasn't done yet.
So I'm, as
Can-
I've
can
done
at least
enough
one of
and
my-
it seems to halt everybody, I'm gonna kind of push my way forward, purposely dividing Christian and Chad so they can like break it up, boys.
We haven't
I
asserted
said-
our dominance enough.
I'm barreling through and just cutting through them and grabbing these two left by the throat and being like, tell us everything you know. And my voice is still booming.
I would like to look down at them, like arcing my body.
Yeah, it would be helpful if I'm still taller than these other two guys. I'd like
Well,
to
you're
do that.
doing
We're
that.
just. I don't want to die for these people. We work for the Oodalots. And like you know, as soon as you say Oodalots, that name sounds familiar to you. Likely one of the crime families.
Oodalots.
The Oodalot family.
Oodalots.
Are they big enough that I would have known about them?
You've heard the name before.
Okay.
I'd love to cast a command, and I'd love to say truth to one of them. They need to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
One of them is kind of like the one who is under that is like, I ain't telling you nothing.
Can they do
The
it
other
with
one
disadvantage?
who's holding his guts.
I'm about to say, was that the one with the guts out?
Not
No,
the one
okay.
with his guts. The one holding his
Where
guts is
the
like,
peaky
you
blinders?"
shut your mouth. You know what? You can have him. Go ahead and die for this. What do you want to do? I don't care. I'm probably
Crunch.
gonna go.
Crunch, the one who didn't cooperate with my boy.
I'm checking
I-
pockets on everyone who's
The
down.
one
I'm
guy
totally
is just
checking
like,
bodies.
Disrespected my boy Christian.
I would like, if he's trying to do that, I would like to use my bonus reaction to blood curse him.
him or
Him.
okay.
Oh.
Because I don't
What does
want
that
this-
look like? Like after it
He
happens
needs to
or
roll a
before
hit.
it happens?
I need to see what his hit looks like. I need to see it after he rolls his hit.
roll ahead and roll the hit
I have
on the guy
advantage
that's down
since I
on the
gave up.
ground who is talking.
Oh, advantage, cloggers.
Yeah, obviously.
That would be a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 to hit.
I don't even think it will matter. Yep.
And his head just collapses. But for some reason, like, you kind of like, well, you're raging. You probably don't notice anything. But you do notice something happening with.
Like the pool of blood below me spirals a little bit, but then I just kind of let it.
Everyone besides Chad, give me a perception check.
Don't disrespect my boy Christian. And I look directly at the guy.
I don't know
Brad.
anything. I don't
Randolph?
see anything that's-
11.
I don't
11?
see anything.
Nothing, Christian?
I see nothing.
Perception, I'm looking at a 10.
10?
Yeah.
Nothing necessarily. You
Nothing.
didn't notice anything happening.
Good,
around
We're
you.
too enamored with these. Yeah.
That's the
Definitely
play.
nothing.
Also, I don't think I'm raging. I think my ego's boosting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're feeling good about yourself.
Oh,
at
I
this
feel
point.
super good about
So
myself.
this guy-
He's so good.
Yeah.
So you're no longer raging?
No. My rage is just an ego boost.
Yeah, it's rage is just
Ego.
Giga Chad.
But you still
No. We
get-
haven't reached Giga
But you,
Chad.
but you
There's-
still get the exhaustion. That's what I'm trying.
I don't have exhaustion.
Exhaustion is from frenzy.
Frenzy, Berserker. We don't have that.
So this guy just spills the beans to you all. Here's everything you gotta know. Imagine I'm giving you all this information in a very convincing English bandit voice.
Sure.
Alright then, the bandits work for Halil Lutan, a dwarf priestess at Tiamat. Halil works for the Utlot family of Shady Creek Run. Right bunch of blokes they are. I really hope we don't have any English people in
You
our
are pissing people
If you
off.
did, you don't now.
Toodaloo.
Look, we only offended the southern Englishmen.
Alil's sister Togi robbed Pelk's Curiosities 2 months ago.
Oh.
Halil is sick, or cursed with some affliction that causes her to move slowly, is turning her veins blue. This might sound right familiar to you, Christian. Halil ordered the bandits to trash Pelk's Curiosities in search of potions, scrolls, or other items that might help cure her.
Are you just reading the description of what it says, or are you talking as the bandit?
Both.
Because if it's the bandit who's just saying it like he's reading a checklist off, I think that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, absolutely. Because he's just like spilling his guts at this point.
I
He
mean,
doesn't
literally
care.
and figuratively,
Yeah.
the man is spilling his guts.
We didn't find nothing. Halil's hiding out over there at Croaker Cave. Told you I don't know, probably back at her house. Half turned into an ice cube by now. Can I go, please?
Tell Christian.
I'd like to go.
Tell Christian he is a Chad.
Who's
and
Christian?
he will heal you.
Who's
So you don't have to
Christian?
carry your guts.
I am, sir.
You're a Chad.
He is a Chad.
Wait, I thought he was like he's kind of looking back up at Randolph. And he's like, I thought he
who's
was
on
Chad.
first? Like,
I've got.
I thought he was Chad. Wait, no, you're Chad. Chad, you were the Chad.
I've got like a medicine kit. Can I try to patch this homeboy up? Okay.
Sure. He's like,
Yeah, nothing great. I'm like, you're still going to go to a doctor, but I'm trying to keep him from
right.
hemorrhaging.
Christian, do that thing you do where you stop people from dying. He gave you the
I'll
Chad
just be,
energy.
don't, Joe. Top of the day to you, Governor. And he's just kind of like making his way out.
Before he goes, I
like
just kind
he's
of
like,
I wrap him up and get him going, but I'm like, don't do it again.
Top of the morning to your governor.
right. Doffs his cabbie hat to you, and then like kind of like slowly.
when did this turn into Peaky
Hey,
Blinders?
It's always been Peaky
Don't-
Blinders. You just didn't
Don't
know
tell
it.
Halil anything about this.
Never heard of her. Never seen y'all. Had me a little slip on the ground. It did.
Okay. I think we need
Gonna
to talk
find
to
better
Toby.
days. Here, there's a church that just lost their whole congregation down the road. Thinking of joining them.
Well, here's a pamphlet. And I
You're
have
going
it,
to attend.
Sunday.
It's one of
There's a
those.
mass that
It's a fake dollar bill.
Roll me a religion check.
Yeah, baby.
Can I give him advantage as I'm telling him he will attend?
Yes.
Dope. Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
What is the name of the church?
The Church of the Lady.
Oh, lady.
Like he
The
sees
lady.
this and he looks at you,
A
and like
lady,
behind
a
you,
lady.
like through his eyes, it's like radiant light emits from you, almost as if he's been saved.
Oh, wonderful.
He says, "I think I've been saved. I've been saved."
If that's how you feel, a donation would be wonderful.
You have been
He
saved.
takes his blades and drops them in your cup. Says, "Praise be to the lady. It's all I have." And he pulls out 2 coppers.
Are those blades worth
Yes.
anything?
"I'll see you on Sunday." "Praise be to the lady!" as he goes running out the door.
As I grab the 2 blades and I
They are-
hold them out for anyone.
Are
I'll
they
take
silvered?
The
Hey.
triple crap.
That was Christian's donation. How is he supposed to pay for college if you're taking
And
his
he
donation?
gave it to me, so
Do you know
that's
what
my
college
donation.
is?
It's that place where
I
you
did
go
it
and you
out-
party
Got
and
a
you
blade,
meet
got a blade,
girls.
Got a blade. Got a spare. Got a spare.
Gotcha. They're just common daggers.
That's what
They
I'm
look
saying.
kind of crappy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
obviously something that a bandit would carry.
They have
Common
been
daggers.
used.
Sure, I can use it for something.
I feel that one day Peaky McBlinderton might be waiting in your
Yeah,
car.
right.
Should you return?
You'd love it so
Tommy.
much.
Perfect.
So,
Thomas Shelby.
I am going to. You make a point of inspiration as you have saved your first. You've redeemed your first person in the name of the lady.
You're making a great Joel Osteen over here.
yeah, thank you so much.
Oh no.
Oh my
Like, that's
God.
the
Oh,
greatest
no.
comment ever.
Oh, that's good.
So, is Tolgi on our list, or Khalil, or
Togi
How-
definitely is.
Tolgi and Halil were both on our list.
is that
Oh,
what
And
we're
what
doing
I
now?
and Greg, correct me here. What was it? Bloat Croaker Cave?
It was Croaker Cave, which you are
Croaker.
aware of.
Croaker.
I
a
think
slight
he called
bit
you
out
a
of
bloke.
town.
I heard.
And
Yeah,
you
I
think
thought it said
dealings
bloat
happening
croaker, like a
there.
large
That's what I
frog.
heard, too.
Yeah, you
It
know
is
kind
Wednesday,
of to
my
avoid
dudes.
Croaker Cave.
Yeah.
Oh
Look,
my god.
Like hearing
Are you
the
sure
two of
your
them talk
horns are
about the
on?
bandits
What?
and Croaker Cave,
I
very
saw your
obvious.
horns
to you.
are on.
Yeah. Look, guys, I
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that Croaker Cave is somewhere where we should travel
a lot of
without
stuff going on.
preparing ourselves.
It's
Agree.
It's a lot
I didn't make it this far in life by doing things unprepared.
Okay.
So I agree with that.
I like
Christian.
her.
Yes,
I'm here with you always.
I know.
You're my best buddy.
So
You're my best buddy too, Chad.
which
Chad,
one?
yes.
Which one was the sister? Was it Tolgi or Halil?
Tolgi is the one that lives here in town.
Tolgi's
She's
Likely
And she is
tossed
getting
the
she
last
is getting
place.
sick.
Yeah.
or
Yeah, Halil is the dragon, or is the priestess of Tiamat in Croaker Cave.
Trying to help
also
her
sick.
sister.
They
Stop.
both seem
No, they're
to
both
be.
They both seem
Yeah.
to be okay.
Mhm.
So we should go to Tolgi first.
Sure.
I am very interested in this sickness. I've dealt with similar things before, and
Mhm.
I think I could either figure out a cure or a source if given enough time.
I mean, we've got this whole building left of Pelk's Curiosities. Can we try to, like,
We
some
definitely need to
lanterns
look
and
around.
just
Yeah,
take
yeah.
a quick look around
Yeah.
and see what we can see if there's
Oh, in the
any-
curiosity
in the
itself?
curiosity
Yeah.
itself. Like, let's find if
I'll
There's
help.
there's a room in the back.
Okay, yeah, just anything that we can kind of get our hands on. If this has been a ransacked location at this point, let's grab just maybe a couple healing potions, anything that really piques our interest.
Can we check the bodies too? and
Check
see
the
if they had
bodies.
already
I'm gonna head
grabbed
out
any?
front and just not be a part of this.
You know,
Okay,
cover
I'm gonna
the
do some
bodies.
general, like,
Perfect.
investigation.
I'm taking one of those
Um,
vials and I am scooping blood.
I'm doing some tomfoolery.
I would like to go with
We're gonna
Christian.
talk about this later,
14.
because, like, I'm starting to see a pattern.
14 copper, 10 silver amongst all of them. Very
So you're-
bandits' goods.
So you're looking over the bodies, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she's got bodies.
A common rapier, daggers.
Nothing I really need.
Nothing really too exciting. Just what you expect to be found
Okay.
out of bandits.
One of my crows flies off
If
my antlers and
anything
poops
was
on the
in
body.
value
He's
of
pissed.
value in pure curiosities, give me a knowledge arcana.
Funny. I'm fucking nailing it tonight, dude.
Just gotta rhyme.
Right?
This die has been
Two
really
minor
helpful
healing
tonight.
potions.
Even though it's
Okay.
rolled 2 natural ones, they fit.
They fit.
They fit.
They
It was
were
it was
appropriate.
history and initiative.
They were appropriate.
I did kick the door in. Who let the Chad in? Chad, yeah. Chad, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then I came in, the body was chatting.
So while they're doing this stuff inside, I kind of come outside and I sit in the snow to
Is
get
there-
down on Christian's level.
Mine? What's the difference between the greater and the minor? Because I only see
Christian.
greater in D&D Beyond.
But healing
I
potion.
know-
Just look for a healing potion.
I
Just
know you've
regular
not
healing.
fought before.
Roll me a
But you did really
D100,
good today.
Delphi.
Thank
Ooh.
you. I trusted.
You showed
Two
some
tens.
real Chad initiative there,
Yeah.
and
one
I'm
and the other
so
one.
proud of you.
Thanks.
When you go to college,
I don't
50.
think that that's in my
50 on the
future, man.
nose.
50 on the nose.
Chad,
50 on the
yes.
nose. Find
You're
an
gonna
additional
score
potion of healing. So 3 potions
So
of healing altogether.
many Chad yeses.
I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm.
So they're having this conversation over there. In the back, there is a door leading to a bedroom.
I'm saving myself for the lady.
They're out front. Randolph, what are
Chad,
you doing?
explain.
I'm gonna end up
And I go on
giving,
to
because you're
explain.
still in the building with me, I'm gonna end up giving you one of those healing
Chad,
potions.
explain.
I appreciate it. And just tuck it away in the coat.
Roll me an insight check, Delphi.
14?
You kind of hand him over the potion.
I'm looking
and
him over real like,
Giving him the... And, like, he's like, but...
I still don't trust him, but out of this ragtag bunch,
You're
he's
still
the only
kinda
one who seems
figuring-
to have something like
hmm
working out that he's trying to do, and I'm like,
You're
alright.
still attaching him to Christian more than anyone. So there's a room in the back. There is a bed. I'm not even paying attention to these two anymore. You two are out front doing
Give it
things.
That's fair.
All right.
Christian's the kid in school that got in trouble because his friend was so loud, and he's like, "But I."
There's a small table loaded with like dirty teacups. There's a kettle next to the bed, and there's just like a lump of blankets in the bed, perhaps in human form, or in a humanoid form.
And this.
It's very warm in the room. There's a large fire blazing.
We're still in.
This is
Pelk's
the back room.
Curiosities.
Yeah, in Pelk's Curiosities.
Okay. Were you?
Wait,
with
who's
me?
going in to do
I-
the
so
back?
were you-
I'm around Delphi. Like,
Okay.
not to the point that I'm like on top of her, but I'm.
Because
So
she's
I'm
doing
gonna
like
look back
she's
and I'm
doing
gonna
the
be like,
searches
"You
and everything.
see?"
So after you find the things, you're going back in there, like you're looking more, and you kind of look over, and there's the bed, and there's
I'm gonna
like
look back
humanoid
and
form
without
under the
saying
blankets.
anything, I'm just gonna ask him to come and
Yeah.
take a look and see if he's seeing the same thing I see.
Just humanoid form, no
Under
movement.
a pile of blankets.
Does it look moving at all?
No.
Is there
Okay.
any windows in this room?
No. All the windows have been like
Okay.
closed. Like you noticed when you came in, everything, the entire
I'll
shop was
pull
like bundled closed.
the rapier out. I'm just going to try to use it as like a tool to kind of see if I can
Pull
get
the blanket
the
back.
blanket
Pull the
off.
blanket
No
back.
intent to stab.
As you like
just...
pull the blanket off, under there is an ice statue in the form of an elf.
Okay.
Looks like she was shivering in the cold, and it's just nothing but a frozen statue now, of frozen tears,
completely solid
completely
throughout.
solid ice. This was obviously Pelk.
Pelk, yeah.
The same fate has befallen Pelk.
And the room is warm as the attempt to stay. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
No look of melt from the heat. It's totally.
It
just
looks
ice.
like the final form of whatever is
Okay.
happening. In
I'm
this,
gonna turn back to Delphi and go. You probably want to turn around.
Do I?
It's up to you. And I'm gonna go over and see if I can shave a piece of the ice off.
What do you mean you're not gonna go to college?
How are you going to shave this off?
I have a hunting knife basically, and I'm just gonna see if I can scrape some of it into like I have vials out.
Oh,
everywhere.
okay.
Yeah,
You're just gonna, like,
just
take
like a
you-
sample. Like I'm not trying to hack it. I just want to keep some of this around.
Okay.
I do have gloves on. Do not want to touch this with bare hands.
Mhm. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. There we go. 18.
As you start to carve into her, blue spores start to emerge. from her.
Spores.
I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 19.
You like get back from it, and you're just like,
Yep.
you feel like everybody's got to get
Just
the fuck
go.
out of
Just
here.
go
Yeah.
now. Everyone out.
Yeah. So like Victor's coming out, and he's just you
Got-
two are already out front doing bro stuff.
Well, we're having a serious
I
conversation.
feel like they walk out and you
I'm
two are
like-
having a snowball fight or something.
Should
no, we're
Or
talking-
you're
gotta
like
be
wrestling
some
on the
stash.
ground.
We're talking about college. He's
The snowball fight is just him throwing snowballs.
Yeah. You just going ow,
You're just
ow.
sitting
What do you
Ow.
mean you're not going to Shivering You? Snowball.
Bert, Ernie, let's go.
I grabbed the package. I still have the package.
You still have the
I
package.
grabbed the package. Sling it up onto my neck. It's
Mhm.
kind of dangling from one of my antlers by a rope, so it's there.
I feel like
Were
you're
you like out front watching these
Bringing
shenanigans
it.
happen
I feel
between
like you're
these
a bad
two?
deliverer.
Or
I was
Driver.
kind of like I was kind of like still trying to pickpocket a little bit, but I was kind of like looking around, like thinking some thoughts.
I
and
feel like you've just kind of like gotten preoccupied by something in there.
just
Like
watching the
there's
snow.
like a lava lamp in the corner,
a lava lamp in the corner.
and you're just like staring at it, and like you just see Victor and Delphi just like
In
go.
fairness, lava
Yeah,
lamps are
like I'm
pretty-
coming out with like part of my cloak
Did you
over my
find
face.
anything important?
Palka was that her name?
Pelk.
Pelk is dead.
Isn't Pelk who needs to sign for
Pelk
this?
is in the same exact icicle state as the others that we have seen.
So we're gonna have to find another way to open that package.
I'm
But
just-
more importantly, there's some blue spores in that
I
building,
tried
so...
to shave a piece off for sample purposes.
Wait, you were hacking up the
A nice
dead
body, yes.
Like-
It's fine. She's dead.
I do this.
Is there any contingencies for if the person who's supposed to sign as the backup can't sign?
I think we're gonna have to find someone to dispel the magic.
Whoa. What body were you cutting up?
Pelk is dead. Is a solid piece of ice. I was not cutting her up.
Do I know that she's a female?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She know you don't like you though.
Did she like me?
No.
No,
we
that
ever-
was the one that Greg said that she didn't like you.
Yeah, but is that because we
I
had
believe disdain
relations?
is the word that I used.
But is it because of previous relations?
No.
History check.
History check.
That's a party foul, bro.
Relations?
History check.
Greg, I have a question.
Oh,
Yes.
history check for me?
Does this
if you
pertain
remember.
to a fiend,
that's-
undead, or
4.
fey creature?
No.
Darn.
Chad, yes.
16.
I really love Felix in the chat. He's been
The
helping.
words frigid woe occur to you.
Okay.
Some manner of special disease
In
involving blue spores.
in my travels, and specifically with the work that I do for, if we're gonna do this, I might as well explain it. I work for the Cerberus Assembly.
Oh, do you now?
Yes. For my work with the Cerberus Assembly, I am a hound, if you will. I'm a thing that is sent out to deal with problems. I have not dealt with this particular one, but I've heard of something called the frigid woe before. And this matches most of the criteria that I know of said disease.
Are you saying that you're in some sort of fraternity?
I asked if you knew what a college was.
I may have not been totally present for that conversation. However, what was initiation like?
I don't think you'd live through it.
Chad, no!
So you
You're
have
like,
now
so
the
how many
option.
bombs?
Like, I feel like
and,
he's like, you're in a fraternity, and you're just like,
how many kegerators did you
Yeah,
throw
right.
away?
like Delphi might be the only, no, Christian, like, you're hearing this information, taking all this in, like, probably explaining, like, you knew that the original dwarf, he'd gone through this thing where, like, icy blue veins appeared on him, appealed, like, and this was over the course of several weeks.
Right.
And they became more, as he explains this to you, this sounds a lot like frigid woe, which you've heard of. And you know that there is no simple way that this no conventional treatment or magic would probably have, would heal this. So the fact that these, like, thieves and bandits are, like, turning over Pelk's curiosities,
Right, trying
and
to figure out an
looking
answer.
for it, it makes a little more sense to you that whatever this disease is, it spreads not rapidly necessarily, but there's no simple
Is
cure
it-
for it.
do I
And
know
that
that it's
makes sense to
contagious?
you, Christian, as why the priest didn't work.
Sure.
Do I know if it's contagious or not? Like contagious in terms of like.
You do not know.
Okay, cool.
Can
Not a
I
problem.
make an off-collar nature check to see if Chad, by some stroke of random knowledge, knows anything about this, especially the cure?
No. Chad is what we refer to in Dungeon Master terms as adult.
Wait, this is not stupid.
He heard that as
So
an adult.
we can now. So now you have Tolgi's cabin.
Yep.
Or Croaker Cave.
I mean, he's
If-
really into Mortals.
I
and
agree
Mayhem.
with Christian, where if we're going to the cave, we go prepared.
Yeah.
You don't live through these kind of things by going in blind. So I believe we go to the cabin first and see what can be done.
Yep.
Christian, you know where Tolgi's cabin is.
Perfect.
Give me a history check.
Let's go to the restroom.
Ooh, it's a good one.
We have a 14 on the die with a 3, so a 17.
Everything seems to click into place to you about Tolgi and the Udalat gang and rumors of her sister. And like it all kind of clicks into place for you what's happened, where Tolgi obviously robbed Pelk 2 months ago when he returned, and that's when like all of these troubles began. So you're kind of putting 2 and 2 together that the original dwarf whose name was
Bear with me a moment. We have
Ergon.
Ergon.
Thank you. I don't
Ergon
want to go back and
Wen.
look at- So Ergon, like you're kind of like putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Ergon came and brought something back. He sold that to Pelk. Tolgi robbed Pelk
Sure.
through the Udalot Society. And now everything that you've known about Tolgi over time and the rumors of her being tied to this Udalot Society and this crime gang is kind of coming together. What do you think your religion's relationship is to Tiamat?
I feel like if that's the anti of what we're about. If of all things that are related to Tiamat and the punishments, I think that's the complete opposite of what the lady has in store.
So the fact that Tiamat would be present here in your village, an acolyte of them, kind of is like setting you in the wrong direction.
Correct.
Victor, just to kind of bring you on board.
Okay.
Urgon, the dwarfs originally, Urgon brought something back, sold it to Pelk. Tolgi robbed Pelk.
Okay.
And that's kind of what it is. If you care to look back on that receipt,
list, yeah, I'm about to say. So the list, what were the items again?
the ones that occur to you,
That stand
2
out.
blue vials.
Okay, cool.
And you're kind of like,
Yeah.
it's all kind of starting to click into place for you.
Yep.
Here. This snow-covered cabin looks peaceful and quiet from the outside. Its windows are shuttered and a steady stream of smoke piping out of the chimney indicates a roaring fire within. It's a 1-story log cabin. You know this is Tolgi's place, Christian.
So this is Tolgi's place, everyone. Do you guys want to do your thing of...
Does it look like anyone's home?
Yes, because there's a steady stream of smoke
Roaring
coming from the
fire.
inside. But it is like all the windows and everything are like shut.
There's time for subterfuge and there's time for face. And I believe you know her, don't you?
Mhm.
Maybe you should lead this one.
Oh, okay.
I'll stand back ready. I've got your back,
I
but
think I should go in with you.
I think that's a great idea. If you think that there's anything you should say, just please do so.
I might be
Okay.
more because it's a she, correct?
It's a she.
oh god.
Oh.
I
Chad,
think,
look, shiny rock.
I think I should
Yeah.
take the lead.
We're,
on
we're
this.
going to see Tolgi.
Do I know Tolgi?
Yeah, we know Tolgi.
You all do know Tolgi. She's one of the shady adventurers about town.
But she's ill.
Shady adventure.
Oh.
I'll take this one.
How?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
How? She said she's ill. How well do I know her?
Give me a charisma check.
13.
13. She's been around. One of the Tolgi. If we're doing this in high school, kids, she's one of the weird ones that smokes cigarettes around the back.
I like Tolgi.
But was she
Save Tolgi.
easy?
Protect.
But was she
This is a Save Tolgi
easy?
campaign
In the
now.
PG-13 world, no.
Okay. But did she have something that might be transmissible through?
This is definitely transmissible.
Ooh, I don't think we should interact with Tolgi.
I think you shouldn't interact
I think that's a
with
Chad
Tolgi.
no from me.
Okay, that's fantastic. Well, Christian and I are gonna go have a social distanced conversation. How about that? 6 feet apart.
I don't
promise
know.
it's
I think
safe.
the 3 of you in the same room, things could happen. In normal situations, I say that's a Chad yes. However, currently, that might be a Chad no.
I'm gonna minor illusion a demon walking towards him again just to try to scare him off, to shut him off.
Randolph and Chad, give me saving throws.
13.
13.
13 on the dice.
13. And Delphi.
What am I adding to this proficiency?
Yeah, deception.
Deception?
Oh.
Oh yeah, okay, so 14.
So you're gonna get Chad and Randolph. You're just like, oh, it's that thing again.
What the hell?
Victor's just
Christian. Oh, where'd Christian
So
go?
Christian and Delphi, you are walking up towards the cabin.
Okay. We're gonna give it just a light knock and see if she's receptive to it.
Piss off!
Oh, alright, well, that works. well.
charming.
I don't want to speak for Christian yet.
You
I
know-
feel like he'd probably speak up first.
He's just like-
since he knows who she is.
The windows are all barred and shut.
Yeah, you can kind of like do like a.
Yeah,
you
I'm kind
see-
of just like.
Yeah, if you're doing a
I'm
parameter,
scouting.
everything is like barred shut,
Can I
like
kick
locked
the door
down.
in?
Huh? You two are distracted by some type of demon thing.
Demon thing.
I would like to hit the demon.
Whiskered.
You hit the demon and like you realize it's an illusion. But this is all gonna happen.
Quick
So you
catch
knock
up, I
on the
minor
door,
illusioned,
Christian.
The demon again, so that he.
Yeah, these two are
piss off a
distracted.
little
He's
bit.
checking the
Makes
parameter, and you knock on the door and you say, "Piss off!
Tolgi, it's Christian.
Paid my dues!
I know.
Paid my tithe, you're right! Pisser!
Well,
Always asking me for money!
Tolgi,
Got no time for this! Piss off!
We're here to check on you. We heard you're not well.
You did?
We just want to make sure you're okay.
Give me a charisma check. You may, yeah, give me persuasion.
Persuasion. 14. Oh, that level of security.
And peeking out at you is kind of like a old
I'm gonna
dwarf.
be reaching into my pocket really carefully, and out I pull like a really pretty shimmery purple crystal as like a peace offering. This is supposed to bring wellness energies to you.
Victor's just like,
She reaches out and takes the crystal from you. My boys ain't even been to check on me. And as she reaches out and grabs the crystal, you notice blue bulging veins.
Oh.
And she's got a blanket wrapped around her. And she just goes and plops down in the bed.
I push the door open.
Mm-hmm.
Tolgi, we're here to ask some questions. We want to help.
The heat in this small cabin hits you like a hammer blow. Like you can just tell instantly. Like she's got a fire burning. She's got a pot hanging over a roaring fireplace. Another one burns in an iron brazier on the other side of the room. There's a smoky haze all through the whole thing. And she's just near the brazier wrapped in blankets as it's boiling. You notice just blue veins streaking her face, hands, necks, and she's just shivering.
as you both go in,
This is the end for me.
very carefully, I go, don't touch her.
Are we all
Will you
going
come?
inside?
Christian, I know you. I know you and the lady. Just come to save my last rites, Christian.
No, we're hoping to help.
What if I...
We know.
We sent my boys to help find the cure. No, they didn't find it. What happened to my boys?
Were they the ones over at?
Christian, will you pray for me? And she's just like continues to shiver.
We saw them at Pelk's. They should be back soon, but more importantly, can you tell us
That
what
doesn't sound
happened?
like them.
Can you tell us what happened leading up to you feeling ill?
Had to be them. Togi and her. Praise Tiamat. She says, praise Tiamat, praise Tiamat. Get us the treasures. Give it to Tiamat. Give it to Tiamat. And we'll be okay. We'll be okay. And she says, bring her the stuff and the things and the blue
Who said
rods.
it? Who said this?
Halil in the cave and everything will be fine. And praise Tia. Oh,
Christian.
Going to see her. Christian, pray for me.
Christian, you might want to step outside for this.
You sure?
This is Chad serious.
Okay.
Don't
You guys, Chad's gonna help.
don't look back.
Insight check on Chad.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you, Felix, for the audience inspiration.
You for her?
For her?
Insight,
I don't know,
18.
Felix. Who are you giving that inspiration for? For the DM?
For the DM.
Oh, okay, it's for the DM. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I will
What'd you
bank
roll?
that.
18.
Chad's got that weird look in his eyes.
That just is.
But on the other hand, Togi looks almost peaceful at this moment.
Oh crap. I step outside. I trust Chad.
Do you just step outside? Okay.
Chad got this.
What are you doing?
What needs to be done?
Do you know what a spore is, Chad?
No.
When you
Just
do what
many
you're
poor
going to
people.
do, you have a
Going to
chance
release
to also
everyone.
become just like that.
All of us.
Then step out of the room. Chad will handle this. Tolgi.
I will Chad if Chad gets to this point, just so you're aware.
Tolgi means something special to Chad.
Do I feel like I'm getting the sense that for the first time in any of our conversations that he actually has some sort of humanity coming through.
You do.
So, I'm gonna, that, like, there's something more to just than...
Is Togi, like, cognizant right now, or just completely drifting?
She's, like, fading away and just, like, kind of, like, down. Just, like you can almost, like, you hear... As if parts of her are starting to harden.
I don't think we're getting any more information than what we have.
I pull out, oddly, something that you were not expecting, but a religious pendant. And I hold it for just for a second. It's 2 scales balanced. And I say a small prayer to Kelemvor and tuck it away and walk out.
Inspiration to you. As you realize Christian did not leave her a prayer on his way out.
So, as everyone leaves the room, Chad kind of sits on the bed next to her. And
Hold on, Chad.
Yes?
Come here.
Okay.
And roll a d20.
Okay.
And only I want to see this roll.
Alright.
Here you are, Chad.
As
You all hear Chad on the inside.
as
And you just hear a crunching sound. And Chad walks out.
Why didn't you do the bit? I had a really good bit.
I understand, Chad. But there was something happened in there.
Oh, I had a really good
And you
bit.
can let them know.
I don't know what happened.
No, you did the... And there was a... Whether you want to let them know about that or not is up to you. But,
Okay.
like, explain your demeanor as you walk out having done this.
Just kind of walk out.
Like, they heard the crunching.
Chad doesn't look at anybody. He just pats Christian on the back. Let's go.
Is it done?
Did Chad have
Chad.
gore on him?
Hmm?
Did Chad have gore on him?
Shake.
Like blue splatter or anything?
Give me an insight check.
16.
Not that you can tell.
Does anyone want to go investigate the room? I don't think I can go in there.
I don't think there's anything to be found at this point.
Okay.
I think we got the information that we could.
Chad,
and
give
it
me
sounds
a
like-
perception check.
Croker
And
came.
it sounds like her sons were more involved
13?
in the research after the fact. She was caught up in
You
whatever game this has to do with
retrieved
Tiamat.
from her an ornate blade in a gilded sheath. One that you'd known she'd had for a while.
She had this on the nightstand the first night.
It is a +1 dagger.
This all keeps coming back to Halil. All of it.
So Croker Cave?
Yes, is there anything else we should do before then? Should we relay the information that we have learned to...
And we still don't know about
was
this
the-
package.
Erlon
I'm kicking
or
the package
Elroy?
around.
Yeah,
you
Elroy.
know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm playing
I
kickball
say
with
we
it,
go see Elroy.
I'm just like, whatever you
Maybe
guys are-
rest. And
Yeah, how
then
long has this been?
Head out
crushing
to-
something.
Yeah, dude, how long have we been in activity for?
If I might take my narrative with this,
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Chad is just walking out of the snow towards the cave.
Okay.
Almost like,
On a mission.
uh-huh.
But, buddy,
Are you coming, Christian?
of course.
Let's go.
And I trail in the snow right behind.
I kick the package a few more times and then decide to pick it back up and carry it. I'm like, okay.
So these three are already walking ahead of you, Victor and Delphi.
Are we walking to our deaths?
Pack hunting. Stay together.
Get with that.
Croaker Cave?
The entrance to Croaker Cave.
Bloke Croaker Cave.
Yeah.
It's on the shores of heading towards Eiselcross, almost like overlooking things. It's not an easy path, kind of treacherous. You definitely know it's someplace that you stay away from. Almost like you know that like the smoke that comes out of it, you know where you're going because there's a natural chimney that comes from it. You know to avoid it. Give me a nature check. Actually, no, you should probably know the rumors of why it's called Croaker Cave and its dangerous frogs.
Perfect.
Alright.
Frogs that survive in the winter?
They're in a warm cave.
Do I know of these
Oh,
animals?
I bet they're in a warm cave.
Do I know of these animals?
You know of frogs.
Do I know of cold weather murder frogs?
Cold
You
weather
reckon
murder
that
frogs.
cold weather murder frogs
these
aren't any
murder
different
frogs.
than any other old murder frogs?
Are these like
Bully
psychedelic
wogs.
frogs? Are they like psychedelic? Are they like?
Randolph would know.
Yeah.
That seems like a party
I
foul.
definitely would know if they were. I just yeah. Are these the ones?
What?
You lick them? Psychedelic frogs?
You
Toads?
haven't seen them yet,
Haven't seen them.
so maybe.
Maybe.
Hang on one second.
Let's go.
That's a lot of
Do
damage.
you speak Infernal?
I do too.
You do too? I wouldn't have known that. I would have known that you did. If this goes bad, we leave. In perfect Infernal.
Agreed.
I look over at Chad. And he knows the look.
Chad stands.
So you're all pretty much like looking at the entrance of this thing now. Chad's just plowing
I'm
towards
looking for tracks and any kind of...
At this point, the weather is
Right,
kicked up. You're kind of
I assumed. I didn't
and
realize.
you see
Yeah.
like you can probably see like the common path of like these
Yep.
bandits heading
Yep.
in this way. But now like the weather is starting to kick up. It's starting to become more snowy, more windy. Chad, you would think at this point that he was like going to have to make some type of Constitution saving throw, but just like he's just like barreling through it now, like on a mission to this cave.
Snow melting off of my pecs.
Ever melting.
Steam rising off of his visage.
You kind of come in and like, you know, you don't really have a lot of choice because the weather's starting to pick up so bad and you're at the entrance of this cave. You hear slow dripping water sounds, stalactites down there, murky pools everywhere. Every once and again.
Crow?
Who has dark vision?
I think we're all humans except for the tiefling.
That is not true.
Not me.
I have dark
I
vision.
don't have.
Ah.
You do.
Looks human.
I did specify that.
Can y'all see?
Like straight ahead, there's just like
I
a
do
murky
not have dark
pool.
vision.
So I
So
can't.
who's
I
got-
can't see.
I
shit.
You
cast
got
light.
dark light.
I have a light cantrip.
I have
Okay.
dark vision.
Oh.
Do the traps
Do
activate
you make
on-
it? Do you, Chad, declare that you have dark vision?
No, I just have superior genetics and
Okay.
I have very good eyesight.
All right.
I have Chad
Yeah, I
sight.
believe bright red light.
Like just
from
illuminates.
the- Yep.
So
For-
everything kind of has a reddish tinge to it.
For curiosity purposes, every time he casts out of that thing, what does the one around my neck do?
Knowledge Arcana.
Hey, Lamau.
Do you have Chad vision?
Chad vision.
23.
You can decide to allay this to them, but something like because you have it like kind of like
It's tucked. Yeah, it's not
yeah,
out.
it's
out,
like
yeah.
you know it. You feel like some type of something happening every
Dropped it
time.
on that.
That's
Fair.
not fair.
So with the light illuminating there, you can see there's the dark pool. Like you can't quite tell how deep it is. There's stalagmites hanging down, and you notice there's a board on the far side of the pool that likely is what they use to bridge over.
Okay. Board on the far side of the pool. No direct line to said board. And murder frogs. Okay.
Are these gonna be hypnotoads?
Magic
That's
folks.
what I'm looking at, man.
I don't think now's the time,
I-
to be honest.
Open your awareness.
Do I know of any
Open your awareness.
Yeah, no.
Aren't you-
I'm here. I'm here.
I mean, you
for it,
really don't
but
like
then
commonly
on the
want to
way
get
out.
around this
But-
place.
Sure.
Because if we go in with it, it's
I
gonna kill our vibe.
have.
I would like to,
You want a good trip, right?
unless
You don't
there
want a
is
bad trip.
anyone
Yeah,
who has
but-
any sort of
You don't want a bad
ability
trip.
that
You guys do
outside
it on
of
the
me,
way
I'd
out,
like to
so that,
start.
How far is it?
What do you
I
mean?
How far is the board
could-
on the other side?
Man, we could get lit.
And is it like up
Yeah,
or is
no.
it like just kind of against a wall?
But,
Is
like,
it
have you ever had a bad
hinged?
trip?
About 25 feet on the other side.
I
Hinged?
tripped
It's
the other
25.
No, it's
night.
just sitting
I was
there, like,
drinking
they
a
just
lot
float
and I
in the
fell.
No, on the other side.
Dumb.
of the-
Okay.
But like,
And like you can tell, it kind of like you can tell the way that they position it is
Yeah.
kind of like
No.
wedges into the wall, and they
Yeah,
use it
no.
for a crossing.
Hey,
I
are they
don't know if
poisonous
this
toads?
is going to work,
They have,
but
like,
I have 50
poison?
feet of rope and a crossbow.
You can certainly try.
Does anybody have a problem with me attempting this?
I
What's
guidance
your-
you.
What are you
attempting?
doing?
Shooting a crossbow bolt with a 50-foot rope attached
Well,
to it.
I touch your shoulder and give you guidance.
shooting it to where?
To the piece of wood to see if I can wedge it in and pull that wood.
Yeah.
Pulling the wood. I feel like you're gonna say Chad. Yeah, go ahead.
Chad, well, just to like assert his ego. Correction. I will hit it. Chad will pull.
Chad pulls.
Chad pulls rope.
Everybody comes in the pit eventually, guys.
Well,
Go
Everyone
ahead
comes
and
in and
shoot
out
the
of the
wood,
pit.
Yep.
Victor.
Okay, so
Hashtag
am I
this
going
episode,
for it to
Chad
hit
pulls
here?
rope.
Huh?
To
Chad
hit,
pulls
pretty
wood.
much? Like a
Yeah.
roll to hit?
We're gonna go.
Chad grabs the
We'll go with 14.
Need a 14?
14 to hit,
And I have guidance?
and you have guidance.
Bless.
That's a lot of damage.
Let's hope you don't hit a natural 20 and shatter it.
Yeah, I know.
Forget it.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use that inspiration dice. Because that would just be what? Roll another d20?
Yeah,
Yes,
just roll
sir.
it. Yeah,
Is this my
reroll.
inspiration? by
Okay,
the way?
that's better.
Nah, we don't use
Um,
those anymore.
Oh,
nine-
that's
Nicholas
really?
Oxford.
Yeah.
9 plus
No.
5 plus 4. 19.
Dunk! Hits right in it, and like it's on the far side.
Chad pulls.
Chad, you've probably not heard this much. Gently.
Strength check, Chad.
What's that?
Yes! I got the producer.
That's a natural one.
Inspiration token
That's gentle.
given away.
That's gentle.
Uh-oh.
Go on.
That's a
I mean,
dirty
you did say
20.
Gentle. So.
I did say gentle, and he
Pull
took
it right
a roll
across
too
the
literal.
way. I need, like, you're pulling it. I need everybody to roll me perception checks.
Chad, yeah.
15.
15?
That was a 19.
19.
I think we're at 11.
You know, and I thought, I can't say that name on stream.
We're looking at a 14.
14? 19. As he's pulling it across, you notice some type of bubbling happening inside of the pool.
In the pool.
We've got two choices. We book it or we fight.
David, quick question. Can I say my old barbarian's name on stream?
No.
What?
I'm
think so.
assuming if you have to ask, the answer is no.
Let's save it for a stream we haven't already said pull rope.
Yeah, right?
Ah,
I'm trying,
yeah,
guys.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so yes.
Book it or fight. Consensus.
Chad, no. Why would you ever run from a fight? You have to show dominance.
There's bubbling. I think we should not be involved in that.
It's the frogs.
It's the frogs.
Are they trippy?
So can I see where the
notice?
bubbling is?
You did not cheat it.
Oh, okay. Chad fight. Yeah, Chad's like Chad.
Your call.
fight.
I follow.
So like you've got it like you've got this board like pulled up to you now, and you saw something happening under the water.
Yeah.
And like you can put the board down, and like you can kind of see where this like lays out like along the side, and creates like a path for you to go over the pool.
Over the pool.
You're at what?
Let's stay.
Stay? Weaponized Chad.
Chad energy.
And is that them telling us that they see the bubbling?
Yeah.
That's. I'm like, there's something going on under here, guys. Get ready.
We either run or we fight. And I think if we try to run, we might get separated. I think it might be smarter just to fight.
Sure. You have my book.
Do we? And
You
my
have
axe. Yeah. We have enough time to like kind of formation here, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Me and Chad up front.
Chad
Are you just
gets-
like, are you going over the board, or are you just standing at the edge of
Like,
the pool?
does it look like things in the pool are going to come to us?
You can't tell.
You can't tell.
The pool seems awfully still at the moment.
I'm going to get in formation and I'm going to fire a bolt at that bubble that I'm seeing.
You're
I still-
firing at the bubble.
The bubble.
Can I bonus action Chad up?
Is
Yeah.
that raging?
No, it's the other one.
Okay.
Oh, God.
It's the other one.
So you like chat up.
I go into Mega Chad
Roll
mode as I
me
get bigger,
roll me an attack roll.
and I gain temporary hit points.
16. I got 18 more crossbow bolts.
Into the water. And you see something splash. And a gigantic frog floats to the surface.
Ken, you're gonna love this. So I would like to flavor my javelins
Uh-huh.
as a bag of metal dice that I play. I forget the name of my game.
My magics and mayhems.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mortals and Mayhem. And I would
I-
like to throw my bag of metal dice that are actually a javelin.
Do I get the sense that
At
the
thing.
the pit is a deterrent?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think we're going to have to fight. I think we just don't want to fall in.
I'm trying to give them a new game to play.
Give it to him on the other side of the pole. Walk across.
Chad K.
Is it dangerous walk across or is it pretty okay looking?
You're not going to have to roll on it, but you all would certainly want to consider how you're going to approach the crossing.
Bookend. Chad up front, me in the back.
So is it like a floating down the river kind of thing?
No, it's like there's about a 25-foot pool
Okay.
inside a cave. You
Okay.
now have a board kind of like braced along the wall of the cave
Mhm.
that you can like go over
It's like a
now
step
because
ladder,
like that, like obviously the bandits, this is what they use to cross.
Yeah.
Okay. In my head, I've just been pulling the rope the whole time.
No.
No, you have it at this point, and like you saw the bubbling.
Yeah.
You threw the bolts at it, and
Killed
the
it.
bolt hit something, and one of the frogs like came bubbling up.
And it's just staring at us like a hypnotoad.
No, it's just like kind of like
It did.
It's done.
if you care to
it's
reach
straight
in,
up dead.
It's
You
straight up
killed
dead
it.
with a bolt
you
through it.
killed it.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like a
Killed it.
3-foot toad.
Is
but
it
the
close
bolt-
enough that I can grab it by the bolt and not touch it?
You can
Grab it by
Yeah.
the
You
bolt.
might have
Chad,
to
yes.
like wade in a little bit.
Am I gonna try
How
to
much
lick
are we
it?
talking as a little bit?
And it hasn't been more than a minute, so you still have
I
guidance.
still
About
have-
3 foot.
Screw it. I want that toad.
You want the toad?
Yes.
I feel like Chad goes across.
Can we lick it?
Can I put Christian on my shoulders and go across?
No, the pool. Well, you don't know how deep that pool is.
Well,
No,
I
you
thought there
mean
was
across the
wood.
It's
board.
across
certainly
it.
chilly.
He wants to go on the board.
Oh, you want to go
Yeah.
on the board? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay,
I
you
thought I
gonna
was.
do this before, or when are you gonna grab the froge?
Is it near enough that I can like reach down from the board, or I don't have to go in the water?
You gotta go in the water about 3
Oh, let's go. I'm going in for the froge first.
Really?
Okay.
I'm gonna watch intently.
Would you like a vantage point?
Yes.
Yes.
You reach to grab the frog.
Okay.
We call this the Trouble Tower.
You call it the trouble.
And like you kind of like have your hand on the arrow, and you begin to pull it out and pull it up out of the water. When a giant toad reaches out and attacks you, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, with the guidance still, yes?
Yes.
That's a 12.
12.
Chad, no.
Yep.
The toad latches onto you.
Can I shoot it with my longbow?
Is that an attack? Was that an attack roll by it by chance?
It was just kind of like, yeah, we'll call it an attack.
So I have the ability.
or it's a
to-
saving throw, so we're gonna.
Yeah. So and anytime something within sight of me attacks something in my group, I can shine a light, and as a reaction.
Okay.
So it does need to make a save of sorts. Bear with me a moment, and I'll tell you what that looks like.
So are you all on the edge of the pool, like seeing this happening, or are you on the board at
I'm
this
definitely
time?
watching it.
So yeah, it's within anything within 30 feet that I can see. I get to give it a disadvantage.
Okay.
On I guess no, that wouldn't have worked because he has.
Nah, 'cause he had to-
But
saving
is
throw.
it like for curiosity? Is it a to hit?
No, this
It's
was
a
the same because
saving
this is
throw.
dexterity because
Yeah.
it's ambushing you.
Okay,
at this
cool.
point.
Understood.
Um,
I'm happy to get rid of that though because I would have tried to use it.
Well, no, you technically can't use it, so you don't have to use
Okay.
it. If you can't use it, then you don't.
Understood.
Now, if you had something like silver barbs, I'm pretty sure you could redo that, and then tell it to get fucked.
Sure.
Sorry,
I
so
do
he's
not.
dead.
This gigantic toad emerges and bites down upon you. You only take. Well, hold on, what is this? Sorry, wrong one.
The toad.
No, I just looked at myself in the chat when I dropped the dice.
You take 6 points of piercing damage as it bites down on you.
I have you on my shoulders. That was a mistake.
What? How tall are you?
6 foot.
So it is. I need a strength saving throw from you. As it's almost like attempting to attack your arm,
Nat 20.
and like you manage to push it off. I need everybody to roll me initiative. As this gigantic ice toad emerges from the water.
I don't think that's the kind we
And
can,
you
like-
all notice that this croak echoes through the entire cave.
16 on initiative.
All right. 16, 15 to 20, anybody?
18.
18, Chad, and 16 for Victor.
Victor, mhm.
So we're going to go Chad, Victor, 10 to 15.
From the bottom. now I'm
13.
here.
13 for Christian.
10.
10.
14.
So Christian, so it's Randolph,
Yep.
Christian.
Christian,
And then Delphi.
and then Delphi. So, like, you can kind of see Victor, like, coming back from the pool, like, stepping over, pushing this frog against him, and the frog, as it comes up more out of the water, emerges as this gigantic ice frog. Victor, what kind of clothes are you wearing? Like, how, like, there was pretty frigid water you just went through.
It's like stuff that if it got wet, yeah, it'd be cold. Like
Okay.
nothing like
Yeah, but nothing a little thaumaturgy can't take.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's well treated leathers and a
And
cloak.
the bad
pretty much.
guy is going to be rolling in at... Ooh.
Ooh.
Delphi, what did you roll?
10. Well, I rolled 9, but 10 total.
Bad guy's rolling in at 8. Go ahead, Chad. So, like, you're, like, looking at the pool, and it's about 3 feet into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Cold water.
I look at it, and I go into Giga Chad mode as I rage.
Giga.
How many times can you rage as a level 1 barbarian?
So I actually have 2 abilities. I've got Beast Shape and I've got Rage, and I'm just calling them different Chad stages. When they're both activated, I'm Giga Chad. When one's activated, I'm Mega Chad. So I go into Giga Chad mode, and I'm now 8 feet of hulking Chadness as I look like chiseled marble now.
I'll give it to you. It sounds great. Go on, Chad.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
As I wade into the water.
Give me a Constitution saving throw as it hits
Easy
your
enough,
nuts.
25.
It hits your
Oh.
nuts.
Oh
and
wait,
you
I have
are
advantage.
not-
Yeah, 25.
You are not intimidated at all once it like hits your jibbly bits.
Yeah, stone hard, balls of steel. I wade into the water.
Am I still on your back?
You are on his back.
He is on my back. 8
I
feet
need
in the air.
you, as he bulks up, give me a dexterity save to see if you hold on.
That is a 5 on the die. And I'm not dexterous.
You fall off the back of Chad.
Perfect.
And I
1 point bludgeoning damage. Ugh! As you land on the ground prone.
as I swing my hammer at the toad that attacked my friend. That is a 16 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right. Shit, I threw that. Sorry, so he's dead. Sorry, so he's dead. That's a 10 points of damage as I bring the hammer down. It's hammer time.
Oh no.
Oh.
Chad.
Yeah.
We did that.
Oh wait, plus 2 damage. 12 points of damage. I forgot I'm raging.
The frog is just like, "Brrr!" Like, it felt it a little bit, but doesn't seem to really notice that much.
In frog language, does that mean hammer don't hurt him?
It's hammer time.
I've got the pants on.
I saw.
I'm so wearing the pants.
Victor.
Okay. I am not like consumed by said frog, correct?
No, you've
Okay.
like
Not
strengthed
getting
it off at this point.
Okay. Guess we're swinging on him. There's really not too. Well,
Well, you need some health, don't you?
yeah, I could drink the healing potion.
I got you when it's my turn. Oh,
Alright.
he gurbles from under.
Got you!
I will take that.
It's like the one thumb coming up in Terminator, like,
I'm gonna swing on him.
okay.
All right, that's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay, and there we go. 8 damage of piercing, please.
Okie dokie. Randolph, roll me perception check. We're up to you.
Oh, it's in that one. I see nothing. I have no idea what's going on, man.
Randolph, you just see this fight happening ahead of you.
You're like, I just wanted to lick it.
That is not a lickable frog. It's not a lickable frog.
I'm glad you have experience.
Not with
Aware
that attitude, it's
of
not.
that non-lickable frog.
Look, any frog's lickable if you try hard
Yeah.
enough.
And wrong toad make you days. Took you a while to get right.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage.
Attacking, you said toad.
So,
Crossbow?
I'm going to use my crap.
Have we taken damage
So-
yet?
I took
Yeah,
six.
he took a little bit.
Yeah.
I've got my longbow,
Self-inflicted?
yeah.
No,
I
well,
have
touching
my
the frog.
longbow.
The frog bit me when I tried to
that's
grab the
right.
other
I'm
one.
going to.
That was pretty
I'm
that was half my
going
health.
to rip out with my longbow.
That was half your health.
I have 12 health.
Yes.
It's not even a third of my
Right.
health.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. That's what I'm gonna do.
Puny mortal, not a
14.
Chad.
14 hits.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And I forgot where my damages were.
Oh, I went into that, so I have none of those left.
4.
4 points of damage?
Yeah.
Doom! A bow, an arrow just like kind of slides right out of it. It's just sticking up in the air as it flails
Do you have no
around,
dex
kind of
modifier?
attacking at
Oh,
Victor.
shit.
You said 4?
Yes.
Christian,
That was
you're
with
under
my
the water.
modifier.
I need you to roll me
You have standard array.
a
don't
perception
I'm-
check
yeah.
with disadvantage. You are
You,
underwater.
you gotta start rolling.
You know.
15 on the die.
I did for Leonard.
With disadvantage?
I was gonna bring
Oh,
Leonard.
sorry.
Oh.
Didn't bring Leonard.
An 8
gotta roll
on
for
the
E, so-
die
Fail.
with
I should.
perception.
You really
looks
should.
like a
Yeah.
12.
12. You just kind of like come bursting out of the water. You still see Victor and Chad emerged in combat.
Am I close enough to swim to Victor?
Yeah, you're right behind Victor. Or
Perfect.
like there's Victor, there's like Victor and Chad.
Sure.
Or like right and the frog. So like right on top of each other. So
Sure.
you can just kind of go behind Chad. Are you laying hands on him?
I am going to cure wounds.
Okay, cool.
Hell yeah, brother.
D8, I've got you, dog.
Gracias.
I'm gonna.
That's a Chad die.
So that is a 7 plus 4.
Oh, we're max. We're good.
Definitely a Chad die.
We're good. Thank you, sir.
As I touch, and the glowing medallion kind of glows in the red aura. Kind of.
Did you touch
envelops.
my blood?
Your blood? No, I would have
Okay.
on your back, wherever I would have seen a clear spot.
DM, did he touch the blood or no?
Honestly, I don't know, man. If I were swimming up to you, I'd just touch you and heal you.
You reach up and heal him, and like you see the amulet emerge, and you see it burning as well, and like you see this happen just in time. We're behind Christian. Another frog emerges from the water and bites down on Christian.
Chad, no!
Okay. Roll it first because
As it goes
this is
for-
reactionary.
As it goes for its attack, I'll reaction the bright light from my hand, which gives it disadvantage.
Chad, yes.
Let me see if there's a roll for you of some sort.
Nah, it's probably just an ability.
Yeah, I think that's
just an ability.
That's a
on
domain, right?
reaction.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you see this, and this frog emerges from the water. Its mouth like about to like over you, and yet again, like the light emerges from your pendant. I need you to roll me a perception check.
Sure.
Are these frogs very smart?
No, they're frogs.
They're stupid.
Are they very smart?
You
Perception
never
looks
know.
like a 15.
They could be smart frogs.
15. As this happens, as this light emerges from your pendant, you notice somewhere it seems like the light emerges from Victor's as well.
Honestly,
And the frog just like is like back for a minute and misses its attack.
these frogs kind of got beta energy. I'm just saying.
Oh wow.
Oh, Chad.
And that'll end my turn officially.
Okay. And then that's it for the
He's
frog
on his
as well.
Sigma grind set.
Delphi. So there are 2 frogs now
He
that
is
have
Giga
emerged
Chad
from the
at the
water.
moment.
One is attacking Christian, the other is attacking Victor. Chad's in the middle of them raging. Randolph is back there. Pew, just let off with a bolt.
So there's the one on Christian though, still correct? He hasn't.
Well, it's like kind of blown back at the moment a little bit because Christian
Yeah.
just like this light emerged. I need you to roll me that same perception check.
Okay. 15.
Kind of caught a glance of some kind of that light. You're not sure if it came exclusively from Christian. Might have also come from Victor.
Okay. But the one that got blown back is still alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one of them's taking some damage. The other one got blown back as it came out and didn't take any damage yet.
Okay, the one that got blown back, I'm gonna hit him with Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Fire it up! Yeah, you thought.
I just can't.
You thought. That's a 10.
Yep.
I just can't wait for
Misses.
one of these guys. to try
Phew,
and
the
attack
Eldritch
Chad.
Blast goes.
Got too eager. He was
Cast
moving.
it.
He was moving back, and like I was already casting, and it just missed him.
The other frog.
Might be worth your inspiration token.
Oh, I used that one to get the board,
Yeah.
Understood.
which they proceeded to do nothing
My
with because I wanted the frog.
Oscar.
I need that frog.
Yep. We don't
I need the
have
frog.
those anymore.
We don't.
No.
This one's mine.
Yeah.
This one's mine.
What is
forever.
That was Sully's.
It's my inspiration token. I don't know where it
17,
came from.
Victor.
It was Sully's.
On the dot.
it?
Yeah.
I'll put it
To
back.
hit me?
Yep.
I was like, I thought this was mine.
Actually,
like,
no.
here,
You'll
I'll set
forget
it up for
it.
you.
Huh?
So I will
Set
use
it.
my reaction,
Yeah.
Okay.
and the little bit of blood that was on me from
Yeah,
taking
so-
damage,
so-
Uh-huh.
kind of like
No,
flick it
no,
at it,
no, over
and
it.
it like an arcane
No. The
brand,
twisty bit.
like a triangle and a circle spin
No,
around this
other
frog.
twisty bit.
Uh-huh.
And he is going to
Chad, yeah.
1d4
Which one
minus
of
to hit.
Okay. Well, 1 and you're good.
Yeah, exactly. So he hits 3 less, and it has blood, I assume. The frog.
It's a
Yeah,
frog.
because it is
Frosty
immune if it
blood.
has blood.
You might say he's cold-blooded.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Actually,
That's
that'd be really bad for him, I'm pretty sure. Cold-blooded? All right. No, we're warm-blooded, aren't we?
Frogs are cold-blooded.
Imagine basic anatomy. Couldn't be me.
Imagine not going to college. Not going to college.
Look, I dropped out.
That's all I
twice.
That makes sense.
I don't wanna be-
misses and goes.
Yeah.
So the 2 frogs like kind of like both
His
were
eyes kind of
simultaneously-
like fill with
So
blood.
it was like a red arcane.
Yeah, it literally like it's a brand on him, but
This
his eyes
color is
like
starting to seem
glass
very familiar
over
to
and-
the 2 of you. This shade of
Poor
red.
Randolph.
And like both the frogs are like kind of step back for a minute and they begin to circle the both of you.
I don't think I'm allowed to say what I'm thinking in my head when you said shade of red and recognize.
It's only you, man. You're the
I
only one-
understand.
It's only you.
That's gonna take us to top of the
I'm not.
Chad.
You're not allowed to say.
So the 2 frogs are like in the water, circling you both, circling the 3 of you now. The 2 of you are on the shore. Chad.
Chad. Chad feels his superiority rising in him. This one in front of him, is it almost dead? Is it looking pretty dead?
No.
Chad would really like it to attempt to try and potentially even score a single hit on it. So he smacks it like, come on. Do you even approach, Chad? And 19 on the die plus numbers.
Yep.
yeah, it hits.
Plus 8 plus 2 plus 4. 14 points of damage. Chad smash.
Chad do smash.
The frog, you like. Chad reaches down and smashes it and emerges with a frog leg. And the
We
frog still
partying
has,
tonight.
and the
Tastes like
frog still has
chicken.
one leg,
Who
but
wants
it's still
breakfast?
swimming around. That'll take you to Victor.
I'm gonna try to kill the legless frog.
Like it's just like doing the one.
I
like
still.
the circle
It's been
swim.
less than a minute since we started the guidance, so I still have the guidance, I believe.
It's actually one use.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking of bless. You're
You're
correct.
thinking of blast.
I am thinking of bless.
My
Correct.
mistake.
No, you're good. It wouldn't matter for the last one. The dice roll was high enough without it. Okay. There we go. That is a plus 5. 17?
17
Mhm.
to hit. Yep.
Okay. That is maximum damage. That is 11.
You just kind of like pull your rapier back, and
Yep.
it's, like it's coming towards you, and you just and pull it back as the frog, like swimming in the circle, just kind of splits in half around you. The one circling back around, that's going to take us over to Randolph. Randolph, you just kind of like see them like in like a frigid pile of viscera now with the frogs inside, and the one circling around, you kind of just see like the little bulk of its head sticking out, and like kind of making a circle for Victor again.
I was so ready to bail. I won't bail. All right. So I'm actually freaking hate this frog. How close am I to this
Last one,
frog?
David.
15 feet.
But he's in the deep water,
He's in the water.
like the deep water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna definitely shoot at him once again with my longbow. 'Cause I still have lots and lots of arrows. So I'm gonna shoot at him again with my longbow. Shit. It's not good. I don't think I hit him. Yeah. So that was an 8 on the die. What have I done? I've gotten myself into the wrong place here. Sorry.
Hey, a name on the die,
It
you
was
take
bad.
those.
It was what?
What have I done?
Plus-
A compilation.
I don't know.
of
You're a
this
ranger.
entire
That might
week.
hit.
Yeah. So I'm 9, 10, 12.
12 hits.
Okay.
Dunk, another
All
arrow
right.
sinks into him.
So 6.
6 points of damage.
Yes.
It emerges again from the water. Christian, coming at you. Your move.
We're gonna go with a sacred flame. I'll need a dexterity save.
Dexterous frogs.
Dexterous frogs, not this dexterous. That would be a 9.
A 9. That is a failure. So as it comes up, I'm going to touch it with my hand, and the dim light is going to create around it. Sorry, bear with me a moment. It's gonna take 1d8. Let me get that d8 again.
Yeah, I got you. Here's the Chad D8.
Gracias. That is a 6 points of radiant damage.
The Chad dice.
I just want to point out that D8 has not rolled below a 6. It's a good D8.
Delphi,
Radiant.
like the frog, kind of like it's taken back from it. It is inside it, like you burn away a little bit of it, but it still continues to come at you. Delphi, I need a perception check from you.
15.
Further off in the distance, something is happening further up the cave. You can't tell what.
Neat. How approximately how far away would you say further up the cave?
We're looking at about at least 50 feet. Further ahead that you can tell because there is a slight bend to the cave. Further, you can kind of notice like some lights occurring up there.
Okay. I'm going to still. I really can only do Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna still Eldritch Blast. There's still one attacking Christian, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that one. 15.
15 hits?
Yep. 5.
5 points of damage?
Yep. And I guess maybe bonus action. Something's coming. Do we stand our ground?
Chad, yeah.
You hear
I say
that,
that as a
Christian, as the
general,
frog
like-
comes over to attack you.
Does he?
Missing and
Yeah.
splashes down into the water. It's going to bring us back to Chad.
Chad.
These frogs are terrible.
Chad, how much frogs do we got left?
Is this one in front of me still alive?
So much frogs.
The one that we have been hitting, I cut it in half. The
You
other one
killed
is
it.
alive.
And that's the one that just went after Christian?
So
Yeah.
much frogs.
Chad kill.
Chad
Go ahead.
kill.
I wade over in
Chad
the water
smash.
towards the one who attacked my boy. And I swing down with, that's a d12. With a mighty Chad, yeah! For a natural 20!
As my head comes out of the
Huzzah!
water, Chad, yes!
That'll be, oh god, what's the numbers? 6 plus 5,
11,
2 plus 4.
13, 17.
17 points of damage as Chad smash!
Chad, how do you want to do that?
Wow.
Get away from my boy! As I smash the frog while it's looking at my boy Christian. Kukong! Hammer time.
Can't touch this.
No. Can't touch him. No. Can't touch him.
You all, so like you're in the water at this point. And there's just
Are you
a
wearing shoulder
splattered
pads?
pile of frogs
I am not.
everywhere. Further up, across the lake, you see what appears to be some kind of robed figure emerge across the lake.
Is it female?
You can't tell at this point because
Oh, thank God.
some type of runes or something, a very ornate looking robe, and it seems to have like pointed shoulders at it. Across it, like you look up, she pulls off her cloak top, and there is a dwarf, which can only certainly be Halil. Blue icy veins up over her, almost like seeming like bulging and bursting across her.
Oh no.
And she holds up her hands as they begin to crystallize, and she looks at all of you, and almost for a minute you think this blue frigid is about to overtake her, when suddenly her eyes burst into flame, and she looks at you all, and her cultists emerge behind her, and she just says, "Praise Tiamat," which is where we end our adventure for the evening.
Chad, no!
Hey, yo!
Yay! You thought it was going to be a one-shot. It's a two-shot, boys and ghouls.
Hot
We're going to bring it
dog.
back
At
again.
least.
Oh boy.
As the presence of Tiamat has entered the world of Critical Role.
Oh.
Again.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun,
I should have worn my
dun.
Archon shirt.
The Chad venture continues.
The Chad venture continues.
I don't
Couple
know if I can
of-
take it. I step it out. Chad, I need therapy.
We're going to bring this back again next Wednesday, I believe. I think we might be a little late because someone has started a 501c3 organization known as the Resources for Underserved Furry Friends, and we do have our first board meeting for that. We're going to put a link to Underserved Furry Friends in there. We're just getting that organization up and started. But thank you all for joining us. We'll see you all again on Tuesday at the latest. Bye. Bye.